But you don't need camera now. Oh, audio.
Good day, my people. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. It depends where you are listening from or where you are watching us from. This is Miro African Television, hosting the question and answer 90 minutes with Barrister Emeka Siri on Biafran unity. So, please, Barrister, good afternoon. Welcome to our show.
Thank you, moderator. I have always continued to correct you regarding the pronunciation of my name. You always say Emeka Shiri. It is Emeka Shiri. It's an Igbo word. Emeka Shiri is an Igbo word.
Okay.
In fact, it's a Hebrew word. Anyway, that's a long story. But it is Emeka Shiri.
Okay, Barrister, because use this opportunity, address yourself because many people now say that na get the video, they na akọwara onwegi ọfụma. Ha chọrọ ịma ebe isi n'ala Igbo, village isi, all sorts of those things, So
okay. I don't like blowing such trumpets. I just like to answer Emeka. It's simple. But now, as you are saying, many people may want to know who I am from my roots.
Yes.
I am Emeka Chigozie Emeka Shiri, the son of Emeka Shiri Bokonwe Zirika Okwaru Nebu, Prince of Okwaru Nebu in Amucha Ancient Kingdom. Amucha is in Njaba local government now.
Okay.
I grew up in the village. I went to the school from my village. Went to St. Augustine Grammar School, Unkwere. So, Anapani Sags, old Sags. From there, I went to University of Nigeria, Nsukka. My first degree, University of Nigeria, Nsukka, first degree, second degree, Imo State University, with a third degree, Rivers State University of Science and Technology, different fields. I studied many things: law, estate, surveying and valuation, management, policy and strategies. I studied many things. But I studied also theology. I'm a pastor, the general overseer of Christ the Rock community. So I practice now as both a lawyer, surveyor, and pastor. So if you go to my village, Okwaru Nebu village in Amucha, Amsohonya, ask of Nwa Emeka Shiri Bokonwe Zirika Okwaru Nebu. That is where I come from.
Okay.
So there's nothing to hide. Now you know who I am.
Yes, because many are calling in, especially from US. They want to know your route. Somebody is calling in. We have not yet said anything. Should I pick his call, Barrister?
Yes, please.
Okay, then let me add him. Hello. Hello, the caller on the phone. Can you hear me? Hello, the caller on the phone. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Anyamechabe, we just started now.
Okay. Alexi in Joko. I missed the last one because I was on the flight during the time in January last week.
Okay.
I spoke with Ojuku and I also spoke with Chekwas Okori. Now, here, lawyer may understand that happened to Chekwas is not what happened. Ojuku is the originator and the one who sent Chekwas to go and get Abga. And when Abga came, when he brought it, that name may be a register. Ojuku Etoya, Ojozi one of Igbo land. He gave him that title. Kenaya for bringing it. So it should not look like Chekwas brought something and gave to Ojukwu. No, he was Ojukwu's faithful small boy until go with Rihan, he felt that it was his own. Otherwise, I did not hear. I one no. When we go home, for them to deliver they want to keep it. Overall, I bring down. Yeah, was here for them to move. So, Abga belongs to Odmoigu, Ojukwu. Yes, Rosie. And Chekwas was the one who went. And Chekwas learned a lot from him. Now that Chekwas wants to use that, his effort, I don't mind it. I can support him. But let him stop claiming that Abga was his own personal achieved wealth, personal property. Ozi Kogra, Anogataraya. The other one is I don't think any of us should be abusing this boy, Nandikam. Let me give you a chance to run the program. We'll talk another time.
Wait. Don't just drop, please.
Okay.
Barrister on the line, and Barrister is listening in. He's hearing what you're saying. Barrister, this is because of the last program last week.
Yeah, okay. The issue is there is not even an issue talking about who owns Abga or who does not own Abga. Now, what we had was that Chekwas Okore was the founder of Abga. Now that that's what we had. Now that you are telling us that it was Ojukwu, that's all right. That's all right. Since I wasn't there with them, whoever founded it, the fact is right. The fact is that right now, Chekwas is no longer in Abga. Chekwas is now in another party which he formed, which is called UPP.
Okay.
So that is fine. It. So there's nothing to fight or to quarrel about again.
Well, what I want us to keep in the record straight so that people will reason properly, because if we have a background that is not true, it can influence some confusion,
No, but you guys, I am not there. I wasn't there. You are not there. But if
I spoke to Ojukwu. He told me about this thing.
What you are saying now is what we call hearsay.
I met Chekwas.
Hold on now.
My brother.
Exactly.
If
what you are telling me now.
If you are arguing over Barrister, hold on, please. People will not be able to. Mr. Alex, he may go address again before. Just allow Barrister to say his own so that people will be able to pick up things. So
what I'm saying, my brother Alex, what I'm saying is that whether it's Ojukwu or Chekwas, is not an issue now since Chekwas is having his own party called UPP. Then you said let us put the record straight. I said I am not the person that will put the record straight. It is Chekwas and Ojukwu that will put the record straight. Anything you are telling me now is what we call hearsay, unless I hear from the people themselves.
Okay.
That is it. So it's called hearsay. Whatever you're telling me is hearsay, unless I hear from Chekwas or I hear from Ojukwu, or if Ojukwu has written down something in writing now that he's no longer with us on earth. If there's a document, something he put in writing, then that can speak for him while he's dead. That's what I mean. But that is not even an issue. We shouldn't go ahead about that one anymore. Since Abga is alive, UPP is alive, let the two continue.
Okay. And I very much owe a lot of credit for you guys, because, in fact, the fantastic job you, Barrister, have done, according to your explanation, anybody who is willing to understand things will know how dedicated you have been to this thing, despite the fact that you spend your own money. When Ojukwu spoke with us for the first time on the phone, I went in America, some of us tuned in, it was like a conference call.
Yeah.
He encouraged us to support APGA on this side.
Yes.
And we zoned ourselves. And I can say it to the person.
Yes.
There was one Harvard. Harvard. All right.
Or Harvard? Is it Harvard Orji?
No. Harvard Orji was my senior in school in those days. I'm North Carolina. I'm in North Carolina.
Okay.
Harvard Wankwo.
Okay.
Yes. Harvard Wankwo was to collect the money I took for APGA. I sent him a check of $250,
wow,
which he received. And make him mortgage there and because if you contribute towards something, you also want to know that others did.
Yes.
How about one quote? Now, upon my insistence on the conversation we're having on the internet,
yes,
with the Lego because I sent the Lego to him. Phone. Yes, man, with a layer. But he refused to publish that thing. When I pressurized him, he now published few names. And instead of writing out my name, or there in form of initial, anybody can be A in Joko.
Yes.
So he do line name sometimes. Only me had it difficult. Look at the job you have done. We are supposed to support you. We are supposed to do that type of thing and know that you are using it. You started using your own when we were struggling here. He used his father's money. So when I sense that you are struggling to do the things you have done, have achieved the much you have achieved on a weekend. But what is the means of making sure that only with Trego, no only is Ego, may anyhow. That's another thing. We who are out here, some of us would like to contribute whatever we can towards this whole thing going on. But I am even sure because of past experiences of what is going on.
Okay. Actually, when let me say it's a calling. When God called me into it, let me say a calling.
Okay.
My first degree was not law.
Okay.
I was an estate surveyor and valuer, first degree. But after many years, I was now led into this struggle to use the legal methodology of self-determination.
Okay.
How it all started was in 2004, when I was the spokesman of Igbo lawyers in Nigeria.
Okay.
Owazrike had what he called sit at home.
Okay.
And crippled the whole Nigeria for one day.
Yes.
So that thing sent jitters down the spine of Nigeria. And Nigeria started looking for a way to arrest, in fact, let's say to kill him. But eventually it ended in arresting them. But they made it in such a way that it will not look like discriminatory arrest. So they first arrested Gani Adams of the Yoruba OPC, then arrested Dokubo Asare, then arrested Owazrike as last person. But eventually they released the other people and kept Owazrike in prison.
That is true.
So in 2007, I became so angry that all the Igbo leaders kept mute.
Mute. Yes.
Nobody spoke against it. I felt so bad. So I went to Igbo Lawyers Assembly and I moved a motion that Igbo lawyers should now enter into the battle for self-determination and fight with Nigerian government using Owazrike as an arrowhead.
Okay.
So my motion was debated and accepted and passed into a policy instrument, and then was served on Yaradua. Then Yaradua was now on seat. So who will bear the cat?
Okay.
Nobody wanted to. They said, well, Emeka, since you are the one who sponsored this motion, you are going to do it. I said, all right. Who will pay the cost? Nobody. Emeka, since you are the one who sponsored, well, go ahead. I bore the expenses. For 8 days, I left Port Harcourt, I left my chambers and flew to Abuja to release Wazirike. When I got to Abuja, they said he was in Kefi, in Nasarawa State. I went to Kefi. That was where I met Wazirike for the first time. Now, the Igbo lawyers did something good for me. They gave me a letter of introduction to Chief Doctor Barrister Chimeze Ikazo, SAN, San, the most senior San in Abuja, from Oboli Obosi. Well respected and most senior San. So, Chief Ikazo took me, and both of us now went to court and filed papers to release Wazirike. That was how it started. Now,
I know you must have done more than what.
We appeared for the first day, and the court was something else. When the judge saw Chief Ikazo, she stood up. Said, Chief Ikazo, have you entered this case? Chief Ikazo said, yes. We are not ready. The Igbo nation, we are not ready to battle with Nigerian government. So, after the first day, the judge said, okay, we should go and then let Wazirike sign the paper, and there are certain documents Wazirike will sign for us to go in properly. Because that time, it was Festus Keyamo that was already handling the case.
Okay. That he was defending Wazirike, is that, or yes, he was a prosecutor? Okay.
Yes. Festus Keyamo was already in the case defending Wazirike. Then Igbo lawyers came in. The Igbo nation came in. I remember the first day Wazirike saw me in Kefi prison. He embraced me when he heard that the Igbo nation has come to support him. He came out and embraced me and said that this is the first time the Igbo people came as a nation to support him. That before that time, it was only two people who came. On friendly basis. His two friends, Uche Onyagocha and Zili. Zili. Somebody he called. I don't know whom, but he mentioned something like Zili. That these were two friends he had who came to see him as friends. But the Igbo nation never came. I told him not to worry, that we are watching, and now we are sure that he meant well for the Igbo nation. That's why we had come. Do you know, he disappointed us. The judge told us to come next 2 weeks because the judge gave us an adjournment for us to file the necessary papers. We prepared these papers, and I went back to Kefi for Wazirike to sign these papers. Wazirike refused us, and in fact, Wazirike now wrote a letter and copied the judge and copied us and copied the other side and said that he didn't want the Igbo lawyers to join in the struggle again to defend him, that he doesn't want us again.
Why?
He didn't want us again. And do you know, I asked him that question. He said that that he would like Keyamo, Festus Keyamo, to continue so that the people of South will not say that the Igbo people have hijacked the struggle. Well,
okay.
That since Keyamo is from South, let him continue so that the South people will have a sense of belonging. Well, okay. I reported the same thing to the Igbo lawyers. They said that was not a good excuse to turn us away. And that was how we stopped. That was 2007. Now, Chief Ikazo was so angry. We were disgraced. We were rejected when the judge was waiting for us next sitting. So I went back. I was in Abuja for 8 days. I sponsored myself. I bought all the expenses. I bought all the expenses. Now, Chief Ikazo was so angry. He said, okay, let us go back to drawing board. Now, we went back to drawing board. Said we were going to use the legal method and face Nigeria in the issue of self-determination. I now spoke with Chief Ikazo. Unfortunately, before we could carry out this our plan, Ricardo became too ill and eventually left this planet.
Oh.
But that vision, but that vision was still in me. I relocated to London.
Yes.
Now, it was when I relocated to London that I now continue with the book I was writing. After Wazike did that sit at home, I started writing a book, Biafra or Nigerian Presidency, What the Igbos Want. Because that time, while Wazike and his team were agitating for Biafra, many Igbo politicians were saying it is Igbo turn to become president.
Which is nonsense anyway.
So there was confusion. Then Tell magazine, there was one magazine that time, Tell magazine.
Yes.
Posed that question, Biafra or Nigerian presidency, what do the Igbos want? So I picked up that question and I started making research. I conducted research from that time for 7 years, from that time to 2011, to get the facts of that matter. And I published the book, Biafra or Nigerian Presidency, What the Igbos Want. It's on the internet. You can check on it on Amazon.
Your book is on Amazon?
Yes. Biafra or Nigerian Presidency, What the Igbos Want. Just check it on Amazon. You can even download the e-copy, the electronic version.
I'll pay for it there. I'll buy one.
Good. So, Biafra or Nigerian Presidency, What the Igbos Want. That's where I made a thorough... Listen, it's not a boast if I say I am well.
No. I've heard you explain things, and I am very, very satisfied. In fact, the only reason you haven't heard from me directly is that in the last, even though I was on the flight when you were doing the one for last week, so I couldn't join you. Now I heard somebody who wanted to get in touch with you, and the coordinator of the program told that person to go through him, which I saw made a lot of sense. I myself have been trying to see how I can talk with you the way it's happening now. I'm very happy because Mayama, who coordinator of this program, Mangiwa, those people who have really worked towards this thing, I think there's credit for everybody, so that you seem to have held the bull by the horn, and I needed to make known to you what I know and rub minds together with you in this whole thing, so that we can all be together and work with a synergy to get
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my brother. That is the spirit of oneness, unity, and synergy. So, if it's possible, you may drop your email so we can communicate more by email.
Yes.
Yes, I'll do that.
So
that's Biafra or Nigeria. What do Igbos want?
Yes.
A type on a Google will bring everything directly to Amazon.
The Biafra or Nigerian presidency. What do Igbos want? Once you put it in Google now, it will come up.
Okay, and then you have a second book, isn't it?
I have written many books, but this is the particular one that is on Biafra now.
Okay, because I was thinking about the one you said that somebody kept and did not start distributing or selling it, and you have a hard copy that is more expensive, and then the one you reproduce in Nigeria.
Okay, so, that is this one. That is this one I'm talking about. This one is on the internet. Yes.
Very good. Thank you. I've gotten that down now.
Thanks. So eventually, when I now finished the book in London, I now started doing the research work to file the case. In fact, this book is the foundation of that case that is in court. So I now went to the British authorities and asked them some pertinent questions. First, how did you enter our land? Because history, it is clearly a historical fact that Britain entered our land, colonized us. I now ask them that question because I am a solicitor of England and Wales, and I have the right to have information.
Okay.
You know the Freedom of Information Bill.
Yeah.
Good. I have the right to have information I want. How did you enter our land? They said that they entered our land legally, lawfully. I said, okay. I want to know how. They said our ancestors signed agreements with them that permitted them to enter our land. I said, okay, I want to see those agreements. Now, they gave me all the agreements signed between the British people and our ancestors from 1882 to 1889. I have all the agreements.
And what name did we have then?
I will tell you the story now. I photocopied all the agreements. You know, these people worked very hard. The British people worked very hard. They went from village to village, from community to community to get those agreements signed. Now, somebody may say, our ancestors did not know what they signed because they were illiterate.
That is true. I would say that too.
That was the first thing I wanted to say. But being a lawyer, I know the law of evidence about ancient documents. That any document that is called ancient document is accepted as valid.
Okay.
So you cannot. It's difficult for you to disprove it. So what now was of interest to me was the contents of the agreement. What were the contents of the agreement? What did our ancestors sign? So I took time and read those documents, and I was so happy. Our ancestors said, we hereby give permission to the British people to trade in our land, but never to interfere with our government, the government of our country.
Whoa.
They wrote it like that. It was signed like that. Say, we hereby give permission to the British people to trade, to only trade in our land, but never to interfere with the government of our country. So when I read that, I said, so we had a country. What country was it in 1880 something? That time there was no Nigeria.
No.
So I now started looking for the country then, and I now saw the ancient map of Africa from 1495 to 1884. The ancient map of Africa, I saw it had three countries, from three regions from where Nigeria was created. First was the kingdom of Biafra in the east. Then there was kingdom of Zamfara in the north. Then the kingdom of Benin in the west. And now it was from these three regions that a space was carved out around the River Niger area, which they now called Nigeria.
Okay.
And then when they carved out this portion they called Nigeria, they left some of the Biafrans in the present day Cameroon and Gabon and Equatorial Guinea. And they also left some people of the Zamfara. Some people, they carved the Zamfara region, they carved them into Nigeria and left some in the present day Niger Republic and the Chad Republic and some others. Then the people of Benin region, they carved some into Nigeria and left some into the present day Dahomey or Benin Republic and the rest of them.
Togo, yes.
Togo, yes. So now, our people, the ancient people of Biafra now, not all of them are in Nigeria now. Some are now in South Cameroon, Southern Cameroon and Equatorial Guinea. They are all Biafrans. My brother, they just scattered us. Okay, so when I read all these things, I said, okay, so there was a country called Biafra.
Biafra. We owe you a lot. We owe you a lot. We thought that name was just coined in order to steal from Nigeria. Even though some of us knew about birth of Biafra on the ocean, we didn't know it was our name.
Even the bite, that word bite of Biafra, bite is a bay, like you say, Bay Beach.
Yes, where the ship can anchor or the boat or whatever.
That bite is a bay of Biafra. That means there was a country called Biafra that owns that bay.
Yes. Wow.
Biafra.
Which is now Onitsha. Don't you know? They want like to that. Give it a different. Anyway, that's another story.
There is another story. So when I gathered all the facts of the case now, I now package the case. It was all the case that is going on in the federal court or whatever now. I prepared the whole case bundle here in London. Then I now went to Nigeria to file the case. You know, people said that I will be arrested. They said how it is impossible to sue Nigeria. Some said that in fact I will be arrested right in court because it is treason to talk about Biafra in Nigerian court. Those senior lawyers, they were all afraid to even discuss it. They say treasonable felony to discuss Biafra in Nigerian court. I said, what? Oh, I regretted. I pained me that Oboli Obosi had died. I mean, Chifikazo, who was with me, we brainstormed in 2007 over this. He had died. There was no other person with me.
Oh.
So, but I went ahead. I filed this case. I bought all the expenses for all these years from 2012 to the time up to the time this new lawyer now came in. I was flying from London to Nigeria almost every 2 months, 3 months for that case, and it has cost me millions.
Oh.
And nobody is helping me. Anyway, but it's one of the strategies. I know Nigeria will be dribbling us and will be delaying that case, but you know what that case has done? It has legalized the Biafran struggle.
Exactly. Nobody can argue that.
Yes. So Biafra struggle is now legalized. Nobody can touch you for now advocating for Biafra because we are in court.
And here, Chineke come over to my brother. Here, God's calling. You may not be the only one called as such, but from your testimony, this is something God puts in your hand, in your way, and it's something very difficult to turn your back on when you have seen the whole truth, the way it is. These things you have now. How many people had it before this time? Even Zeke did not have it.
All of them tried. Every person is called to do his own work now. I
understand. They have their credits, but I'm telling you, you have stumbled into something that was not in the hands of at least
Barrister.
Today.
Barrister.
Yes, I get that point.
Conversation. Should I add him?
Yes. Okay, that's all right. My brother Alex, you are correct. By the grace of God, we're all working together. It's like all the fingers, they're all in one hand. Every finger is important. All of us are one. So,
well, I would like to support the legal arm of this thing through what you are doing. That one,
okay.
I'm sure from hearing from you.
Send in here. There is something else I have to tell you now before you go. Now, because Biafra is not yet a legal entity, and cannot sue or be sued. Biafra is not yet a legal entity.
That is correct.
So how will you sue? So that was how I now created the human rights organization called Bilie Human Rights Initiative to sue on behalf of Biafra. That's how it started. So in 2007, as I was doing the research, 2007, the United Nations passed the Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous People. Then from my research work, I now concluded, okay, since the Biafrans were not annihilated, that we are the indigenous people of the land. And that was why I coined that name, Indigenous People of Biafra.
Yeah.
So I now coined that name, Indigenous People of Biafra, and argued that Biafrans are the remnants of the land who were not consumed in the war, and therefore by the declaration, the United Nations Declaration of Rights of Indigenous People, that we are Indigenous People of Biafra. So the case now says Bilie Human Rights Initiative representing Indigenous People of Biafra versus Federal Republic of Nigeria and Attorney General of the Federation. The case started. So that's what is going on now. It was in 2013 that Dr. Ikedife now reduced the two words, the two names into acronyms. He reduced Indigenous People of Biafra to acronym IPOB. Then reduced Bilie Human Rights Initiative to acronym BHRI. That's how it all started.
Wow. So this is like eating the best food that is when you are hungry and then they put it on the table. So this is fantastic. I will have to come on board in this particular effort in the legal aspect of this struggle.
I'm going to your email. I'm going to send you that documents and information.
In fact, my email is so simple, even though I'm supposed to send it by a concrete means.
Yes.
This our word. A Zoputa, not Zoputa. Izopụta mmadụ from nsogbu. The thing is even rhyming with Izopụta Biafra. My email is Izopụta IZOPUTA at gmail.com. That's it. Izopụta
Izopụta to deliver.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Izopụta IZOPUTA at gmail.com.
Izopota.
Yes.
Right. Yeah, barista Ola Igbo. T-A.
So
Chineke.
Izopota.
I don't
Yes.
know.
Anyone
Chineke.
listening with that at gmail.com, it will
Yes.
go to me.
Edelemia.
Barista very Igbo.
The first time,
Ememigbo well na St. Augustine's.
ah,
Agụrụ m na St. Augustine's Nkwe.
wow. You guys must have gone there after my classmates them left from there. Ndidika Njoku Felix na Uzoho. Yes.
I'm 74 from 74 ka m banyere kemgbe ị pụrụ.
Wow. 74. That was.
Anyị sabụrụ ndị si agha, anyị sabụrụ Biafran soldiers.
Yes. They graduated the year you left, or the year before you left. They finished their.
Okay,
Yeah.
they finished before. Okay, they finished before me.
Ha mere HSC. Anyị nwagara Ngwa High School Aba. Ha si Ngwa High School Aba mee HSE.
Okay, ndị mere higher school na St. Augustine's.
Yes.
Okay.
And I have one guy here who has done very well from St. Augustine's to Ihenacho, Ferdinand Ihenacho.
Okay, but Uzo is so what is so distinct to me, so familiar, that name.
Yes. One year okay was our junior. He may have been around there too. At that time. I have the Owerem.
Okay. Chey,
Yeah.
on do Zulu.
Yes, so.
So people, you guys have put some flame into our here.
Yeah, we want to make this struggle elitist struggle. I'm that ime kwempotu na street the mma, but at the end of the day I got by here over the round table.
Yes.
Okay.
You know, when I was asking before I entered the struggle, I asked the Wazirike member, say, all this noise I name in the street, I am gonna face to face with Nigerian authorities to tell them what we want.
Of course not.
I said no name noise in the street.
Yeah.
No now. Even the principle, the Bible gave us the principle of liberation. You must go face to the sovereign nation, to the sovereign king, and say, we want to go.
You gave a very good example with that thing.
That's what the Bible says.
That's
You
what
must-
Moses did.
And you know, if you go to the scripture, the Bible gave the spiritual principle of self-determination. When you get that vision, like if you see the Bible, it say when Moses got the vision of independence from Egypt, he gathered the elders of the people, and together with the elders, they approached Pharaoh, who is the sovereign king of Egypt, say, "Thus says the Lord, let my people go." So you now gather the elders of the land who will now approach the ruling king
How?
and say,
You my brother, you have diamond in your hand. This is our thing. What I mean is it cannot put value on the journey you are taking so far. It is just too much, and it can't be for
that
nothing.
is it. That is the principle. So we want the elder statesmen to be involved.
Ina-akọwa gwa ha na anyị abụ okuchi kpọrọ gị and zi gị ihe ị ga-eji jee ya njem. That's how I you, because from your testimony, it couldn't be any better. And if you happen to come to this part of the U.S., I am right here. I will be very glad to meet you. We spent the time that we could here
Oh, it's
until
all
we
right.
did that thing.
Right.
From that email.
Denike Chineke, by the grace of God, I want to make him born out for the Mabia America, on Symbia.
Yes, 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 yes. So that I know by here, maybe you know, we this is the best time though. The iron is hot now. Nigeria
Yes.
is looked at by the international world as a place nobody should really belong. Yeah, for there. So I think this is a good time for it.
Yes,
You know,
yes, my
we
brother.
should not relent. We should not kill time. You know, if I know that it will take, it's a gradual process, but whatever we can do, let us continue. You know, until even I don't know, we can carry Biafran flag to even Abuja. We couldn't do
Yes,
that
now.
before.
Do you know?
Couldn't do that
Do
before.
you know that Nigerian government has even recognized the customary government of Biafra we are running right now. Here I just even now I just see pass the bill in our House of Assembly.
Okay, before I interrupt, well, because I'm on that we have one party that is ready to be part of us, UPP.
Yes.
Now, are we going to limit the one anger trust to UPP?
Ihe anyị na-ekwu bụ we want hardcore Biafran activists to take over the Houses of Assembly and pass our bill into law.
Okay. Okay.
We are not even concerned about Abuja.
Okay.
We want to create Biafra with make law. You know that Nigerian Constitution gives the power of making law to states.
Okay. All right, I talked about those things now. People did not know that. I told you. And the
House of Assembly has power to make laws now.
Okay.
That's how the Northern Assembly created the Sharia government in the north.
Yes, Houses of Assembly have power to make laws. So we want to put Biafrans now in the Houses of Assembly to pass the Biafran bill into law. So we govern ourselves first, create Biafra first within Nigeria, Biafra land first, govern it as Biafra.
Now, are we going to do it as we did Okorocha and Peter Obi, who all came in through ABGA? And
that is the problem we are having now, because nobody is sure again who is who.
People are afraid.
People are afraid now.
Let us continue to discuss.
But Barrister, my brother, is it not possible for us to have something like debate, like US does? All these guys that will point our Gabia under the platform of Biafra will have open debate where people will ask the questions.
So we know who is who.
That is true. That would be a good way.
Yeah, we need hardcore Biafra activists who will not compromise, who will go in there and pass our bill.
Barrister, you express yourself, you identify yourself. They got school na Igbo, guy university na Igbo. So in a this thing, for this position, now schools so gara, and now their classmates and their city, you know that these guys grow up within our territory. The Tonya will have the connection with Northern blah blah blah.
With Northerners and Westerners.
Then we know that it's a cultural connection. All of them, will be yes.
Alphabet called Biafra, but I'm a day now Su Yoruba because I grew up there.
Yoruba would threat. Yoruba would threat. Hausa will full threat to our liberty.
Now, but I did so much. In fact, you hear your mom. Oh, this Biafra thing. Here in America, but some people started running away, and Obasanjo sent his daughter to an occasion I called in Rhode Island, by the Remembrance Day of Biafra, and they prevented me from using our national anthem, which I have the copy here, complete. Here and some people are not even singing it well. But anyway, that's by the way. I organized 3 states in the state of Rhode Island, Connecticut, and Massachusetts to meet for us to remember Biafrans, Ndibo. And we acted a portion of Things Fall Apart. Acted a portion of Things Fall Apart. The radio stations, TV stations of Rhode Island came there. See, this is happening in our state. That was how they flashed it on the news. So people started running away. How Sajin was in Kendi Biafra because no, Ghana is Nigeria. Do you know that our boys, they compromised?
I want to have the compromise. They are afraid. But Barrister can tell you now about immunity. Barrister, teach you about
immunity. We now have judicial immunity. Nobody can touch you now for being a Biafran. Nobody can touch you now for advocating for Biafra independence. It is now legalized. We are now using the legal method. But if you commit a crime in the name of Biafra, you will be arrested for the crime.
Yes, that's right. And that one, I have nothing against it. I'm not a criminal.
Yes,
I know what I want.
That they have freedom. Freedom of expression does not mean freedom to abuse people.
I know that too. Yes.
All right.
I don't agree with that approach. Biko kamye ndo ọzọ efe.
Email nwanne ọ ga-adịrị gị mma.
Ihe adịkwa gị mma o. And nwanne anyị nwoke ihe ahakwa ụbọchị ahụ mụ na ya kwuru. That ihe ọma. So ya dịkwara gị mma.
Udo dịrị gị.
Udo dịrị gị o. Thank you.
All right. Nice talking to you. Bye bye for now. So Barrister, okay, I want to go this place, you know. Okay, I want to go. Because no, the caller that is calling the American line, if you are still there and you want to talk to the barrister, that American line, you will not get barrister directly to debate or discuss with him directly. You have to call the German line, or you call in through our Skype ID, Miro African TV, so that you will be able to talk to barrister directly. God bless you as you are listening. So barrister, please continue. Okay, another call is coming in. Barrister, this call on again now. All caller APK, then switch everyone over to that side.
That's all right. That's all right.
Okay, thank you, sir. Hello, my brother.
Hello.
Malata ya volume here na Ghana background in get the speech. Can have in the echo na the thing and biko.
Okay, I'm gonna drop. Hello.
Okay, thank you. Hello. One name Madu, you're welcome. KBC na akpo. Come add go the barrister first of all. 1 minute.
So I'm calling from Germany.
Okay, just 1 minute. Let me add the barrister. So barrister will join us in just some minutes. So please, before we continue, tell us your name, where you are calling from, the name of your village, all those areas, please. It will be nice for us to know where you came from, your origin.
Okay. My name is Edwin Ibe. I'm calling from Germany, in Bayern State. I'm from Ekusigo local government, Anambra State, Biafra land.
Hello.
Hello,
barrister.
You are welcome.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. So please.
Good day.
Good day, sir. I can see you're calling from where? I didn't hear your name, sir.
So my name is Edwin Ibe.
Edwin Ibe, my brother. God bless you.
Yeah, I'm calling from Germany.
Okay.
From Bayern State.
Okay, my brother. You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm from Ekusigo local government.
Oh, Ekusigo?
Local government.
Yes, I know.
Anambra State.
Yeah, I know the place. You're welcome, my brother.
In Biafra land.
Yes, so.
Hello, Gimele.
How do you want to I know Helena, Ayochuku, Chuko, Colonial, I put on no Rundi Nigeria.
Abi.
We shall be free.
Of course. It's already wrote from heaven. It's already wrote from heaven. So nobody can mark it back.
You want to do when you go to Ghana and China.
Only if Manaboro no a person, but that's not my suggestion. Like now, that's my little opinion. Basalifa na cover Basalo. Eastern Legionary Basalo governors.
Okay.
I'm not suggest like this our brothers down on a bike that's they are doing our government this thing. Can we go through all those things? Or like somebody like you or somebody like you can also to come out and protest in a governorship in one of our state. I know
Okay.
that I don't know.
I
I don't know.
I get your
Yeah,
point. That's
yeah,
exactly what we are saying. We are saying that the hardcore Biafran activists, no matter what you do to them, they will stand as Biafrans.
yes,
We want those people to stand, and then we put them in power in the governor's seat or in the House of Assembly.
genau.
Then, Obruse, the Biafran activists are ruling in the Biafran land. Then we can pass our bill into law, Biafran law. We pass it, and then we govern ourselves as Biafrans. Then,
Yes,
from there now, we now go to the next stage of referendum, whether to pull out from Nigeria entirely.
yes.
So, but we need Biafran activists, hardcore Biafran activists, to do that work.
This something.
They will disappoint us. That's the problem.
Yeah, this something that's something I was thinking by myself because we don't trust nobody anymore. We don't trust nobody anymore. So that was I'm just suggesting by myself. Like you, barrister. That's some certain guys, and then you can give them call to down to Nigeria, and to discuss and mostly with elders. To make sure that we really got our own really Biafran people,
Yes.
not Biafran on the mouth, no Biafran with heart.
It's a gradual process. The challenge we have now is Anambra State. Anambra State is coming in November, and then the others will come in next 2 years or something.
Yeah.
Or next year, not 2 years. So Anambra State is the greatest challenge we have now, to have a core Biafran activist who will take charge, who will take over Anambra State. Then we'll now pass the Biafran bill into law in Anambra State. Heaven will not fall.
Okay. Yeah. That's the main thing. That's the main thing. Okay, and because sorry, this Basal, this presently. For me, I'm saying that we Biafra is not really running to Nigerian president because we don't need because we're not Nigerian anymore.
We're not interested in Abuja now.
Nobody's talking about Nigeria. We are talking about the eastern region.
I'm just saying because we are not
now.
Yeah, we are not Nigeria anymore.
For now, we are still under the Nigerian government.
Yes.
But we can only pull out fully when we get our people installed in our own governmental.
We control Biafra region.
Yes. And
because I hear some people who saying president, like some people who saying by tube.
My brother, this is politics time or election time. You will hear a lot of noise, a lot of stories. But barrister, there is something I would like you to touch.
Yes.
There are things that many people are touching that, like what our brother said about the former governor of Imo State and Anambra State, that they came in through ABGA and later deviated. Let us inform them that sending one soldier and lose him will not make you to give up the fight.
Okay, the thing is this. The party we have adopted as Biafran National Party, UPP, we have made a policy. If you enter through UPP into any office and you deviate, you will lose that office automatically. So, if you think you enter through UPP and become Biafra governor, and now you abandon what we sent you to do, you lose that seat immediately. You have to sign it, and it will be an undertaking binding on you.
Good.
So,
okay.
It's not when they did it in those days. I was not involved then, but in this case, you cannot go free. If we put you there as Biafran governor and we have sent you to do, that's an assignment we have given to you. And then when it is time, you are there. Then I now bring the Biafran bill for you to pass it into law. You start talking nonsense. In short, your blood be upon your head.
Yeah,
You know what you are talking about, that we are gathering people, we want to put people in places of power, make you governor, make you legislator, houses of assembly, all of you take. Then I am not a politician, I'm a lawyer. I now sit down over the night, spend many, I draft all the relevant laws that will create Biafra. Then I bring the bill into the House of Assembly for you to pass the bill into law and create Biafra region. You refuse. Just say that ndị Hausa asịkwa gị, ndị Yoruba asịkwa gị. Oh, ndị nwụrụ anwụ ọka hazi mma.
Onye azọ inukwu na nsị abụọ kenyere.
Ahụ ya na-ekwu n'ihe a. So we want a situation now, because ihe na-eme against ndị Hausa, ndị Yoruba. Ọ bụ ndị Yoruba na-achị ala Igbo?
No.
It's true.
No.
It's true.
So why can't our governors and our houses of assembly members make the law to create Biafra in Biafra land? We are not interested of Abuja. We are not interested in Abuja. If we create Biafra in Biafra land, we are still in Nigeria, but we are now ruling as Biafra in Biafra land. The next stage is referendum, whether we want to pull out entirely or stay.
And
it is still our own members that can move the motion. Ndị Hausa ga-move the motion for referendum. All Biafran activists that will move the motion.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's very good, and I think Barrister, I think it would be good you to make this on the road. Keep it. Anybody's going into that seat have to sign it.
Undertaking, definitely now. Definitely.
Yes, have to sign it. And immediately he sign it, and then you have to go through. So immediately, if that's the job, and then the punishment, he will face it immediately. No, because
the fact will be after youth with the person self.
The blood of our people are very hot this time around.
The fact is that if the person disappoints us, the Biafran youths are even willing to kill him or burn his father's compound.
Yeah, this is the way we can get more. That's more respect and more distinct, because now, okay, he came on a chance, starting shooting people when a governor is there. A governor didn't immediately give command to stop. Why are you shooting these people? Then a lot of people was shot down. And the governor is not a Biafran activist. The governor is not a Biafran activist.
These governors known as Eastern Region, these governors operating under the platform of Eastern Region, they are afraid because they don't have any backup.
They are not Biafran activists.
They are not even Biafrans. They are not even for your own interests. You know?
They are not Biafran activists. They are Abuja politicians.
And Abuja is protecting them upon that they are stealing the money of the people. They are not paying salaries to the workers of the state. Abuja closed their eye. EFCC doesn't even exist on such a case, you know. But when you raise up anything pertaining Biafra, then EFCC will pick you up and give you one source of allegation, or they will find a bunch of money in your house.
They come and plant money in your house.
But sorry, I'm asking. How money then boss inside somebody house to go and dump those money?
That is intelligence side. We are not on that side now. It's intelligence side.
Anyway,
they know how they play their game. Do you have any other question, my brother, to ask, please?
I don't have so much question. This is only my most important question. And sorry, Basa, I hear that one woman is a barrister, but I forgot the name. Somebody give me a call. That the woman said that about this 38. Biafra everybody have to shut it down. The lock the shop.
No.
That the woman said that that's why IPOB have to stop people to not make business. Somebody give me a call and just we are talking about it, and somebody tell me about it.
It's like you have not got you have not got the announcement made by the customary government.
No, I hear it.
The
I hear it.
Council of Elders, the
Yes,
Council of Elders, which is the head of the customary government that's controlling the Biafrans, have said that on 30th of May, that we will remember, that is the Biafran Memorial Day.
Yes.
That every group, you are free to organize any program you want, but they said, they recommended seminars, workshops, and lectures, Biafran Memorial lectures and seminars and workshops. Those who want to sit at home, they can, but they should not stop those who are going for their lectures or those who are going for any other program. Like I have heard about some group who want to do football tournament. On that day, they'll go and do football tournament. Some will go, so that any group that, if you want to sit at home, go ahead and sit at home, but don't go and stop people from doing their normal thing they want to do.
Yes.
Okay.
So
yeah, but because I heard it. Somebody told me that someone said that why they will close shop, why they will do this. You know.
No,
I don't know.
Nobody is forcing you to close your shop.
You know.
Nobody is forcing you to close. If you belong to the group that say they want to sit at home, then sit in your house. Don't come out. If you belong to the group that say they want to go for Biafran Memorial lectures and seminars and workshops, then you go to the lectures where the eminent lecturers, intellectuals are teaching people the history of Biafra. And then if you want to do the commemoration by football tournament, then you go to the field where they are playing Biafran football. Right now, the customary government has launched Biafra Football Club. So, any activity you want to use to do the commemoration of Biafra Day, do it. There are those who say they want to go and pray that day. Then go and pray. Those who want to sit in their houses, sit in your house. But it is an offense if you want to disturb somebody. It's an offense if you want to disturb somebody, if you go to stop somebody from doing his work. All right. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's all right.
So barrister, let's continue on what we are talking, what about unity. You know, today our people, their blood is hot. Another call is coming in. Who is this person? 1 minute, barrister, let me pick him. Hello, they call on the line. The caller, you are calling the wrong line. I can't hear. Hello, can you hear me? The caller on the phone? No.
Give them the correct line to call.
If they have the correct line, it's live. They are using the old video they watched. You know, the old video they watched is like they saved the number. So, barrister, continue in the terms of education pertaining unity.
Yeah, we are talking about unity. The rule is that people that want independence must be united. And that's why the international law says there must be a de facto government on the ground and a structure that will gather the people together and present the views of the people. That structure may be diverse. That is, within that structure there may be various groups, just like we have now in Biafra land.
Okay.
We have the customary government of Indigenous people of Biafra. Now, the name Indigenous people of Biafra is not a pro-Biafra group I want you to understand, and I want every person in the world to know this thing. The name Indigenous People of Biafra, which is acronym IPOB, that name is not a pro-Biafra group.
Okay.
It is the name I created to describe all Biafrans in the whole world. In fact, the case, paragraph 1 of the originating summons I filed in court described it as all the remnants of the Biafrans and their descendants who were not consumed in the war, scattered all over the world, and having their homeland now in southeast, parts of south-south, and parts of middle belt of Nigeria. This is how I defined it. All constitute this body known as Indigenous People of Biafra, or IPOB. That is how I created it.
Okay.
Nnamdi kind of caused the confusion when he was ostracized by the elders and he ran away and then registered that name as a limited liability company in London. That was where the confusion came. But that body, Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB, is not a group formed by one man. That is not a pro-Biafra group. It is the nation of Biafra. It is every person is IPOB. Every Biafra is IPOB. You don't become a member, just like you don't become a member of Nigeria. Nobody becomes a member of Indigenous People of Biafra. You're already indigenous person of Biafra. But all indigenous people of Biafra now can have their different groups. For instance, MASOB, BZN, BYP, BLN, all of them are indigenous people of Biafra. So that is how it is. Now, these indigenous people of Biafra now have a customary government. And the customary government is structured in such a way that all the groups that make up indigenous people of Biafra have their representatives in the customary government. That's how it works.
I have one question, Barrister.
Yes.
On this customary government, do our riverine brothers and Delta side, I mean Akwa Ibom and this area, do they have representatives to both Calabar and others?
Yes, they have. Elder Sylvester Akpan, and Elder Prince Sonny Osom. These people are from South. In fact, even General Achizie is also from South.
Okay.
Now, Elder Kalada is also from South, River State. So there are some from River, some Cross River, Akwa Ibom, Delta. In fact, Pastor Jerry from Middle Belt was to join before this problem Nnamdi Kanu caused. Before it caused, he was to join before the katakata started, and they now stood away and said, "Let them watch what is happening."
Okay.
One Pastor Jerry Ejeku from Middle Belt. So they were coming to Owerri. They were to come to Owerri for the case. Anyway, it's a long story. Many things have caused, but we're trying to review them again.
We have to unite. We have to be one. But there is one comment made by former Vice President Alex Ekwueme.
Yes.
He said that Nigeria is not a nation, that Nigeria is not practicing national integration, and everything that is happening in Nigeria is geopolitical, that they are not promoting anything national. How can we correct these things if we get Biafra?
What are you talking about? What he said is true now, that everything in Nigeria is geopolitical. Every person does for his own geopolitical zone. In fact, let me just say that the Igbo people are not wise enough.
Okay.
Because in a sense, you know, they are developing the north and the west. And when you ask them, they will say that Nigerian government caused sterility in the east. That is, sterilize the eastern region, making the eastern region unproductive, so that things will not work. The amenities and infrastructures are not in the east. So that's why they should now go to the west and the north to invest their money. And it is the excuse they often give. But I don't quite agree with those people. Those in their excuses. If you invest in the east, it will attract development, and eventually you turn the east into maybe a Dubai of Africa. People will be coming to the east. We can develop our region even without the government help. We can integrate the economies of the states of the east.
Like Innocent, or what they call him.
Yes, we can actually develop the east, and then east will now attract traffic of trade. People will come from all over the world to the east to buy things. Even as it is happening in Nnewi now. Nnewi is an example. People are coming from all over the world to Nnewi to buy spare parts.
Yes.
Good. Such things can also be replicated in other parts of the east.
Like Aba shoes.
Like Aba and Port Harcourt or Calabar, Uyo, all other parts of the east. So we can invest in the east and attract development. So these people that tell us that east is not good and that's why they go to the west and so to invest, I don't buy that their excuses. So if they think home and develop homewards, then we will have stronger economic power. But now that they invest in the north and the west, they create employment for those living in the west and in the north.
Yes.
If they invest in the east, they create employment for the people in the east. So that's how these things work.
Yeah, Barrister, hold on. Let me pick a call. I don't know whether you will hear it, but let me try. If you will hear it, you may listen to our conversation to pick what he's saying. Hello, the caller on the phone.
Yeah, gentlemen, good afternoon or good morning, according to what your time may be.
Okay.
My name is Pastor Samuel from US.
Okay. Barrister, are you hearing?
Pastor Joel.
Pastor Samuel.
Pastor Samuel.
Chibu ihe. Ka mkwu okwu ngwere okwu asụsụ anyị chibu ihe iko.
I'm not hearing him clearly.
Okay.
Chibu ihe iko.
Yeah, Pastor. Please, you want to Skype?
I don't, but I want to be so I'm having this conversation, so I think there's something very interesting.
Okay, you may continue. Then I will be repeating everything to Barrister because he's not hearing you clearly.
Okay, first of all, I'm sorry, Kele, every one of you, like all your effort.
God bless you.
In different areas and in different ways. It's not an easy thing to embark on a journey like this. And knowing what our people have been through. But only little thing to drop for your considerations. Being wise people as you are, I believe that criticism makes one stronger and not weakens you.
Okay.
And I believe that somebody is elected, the reason why somebody is elected or finds oneself in a position of trust is to be blamed. People elect people they can blame.
People elect people they can blame. That's what you're saying?
You become an arrowhead, that's what I mean, without being repulsive. I will earnestly plead with our our loving brother, Barrister Emekesri,
Yeah.
to please, I understand that sometimes nobody, let me just put it this way, and no man will ever come out and say, since ever I have marriage with my wife, we never had exchange of words in a rough way. Then you know that that person is a hypocrite. Because you can understand what I'm talking about.
Yes,
So,
yes.
being on the world stage, a public program, and finger pointing to whoever must have offended you and everything, it's a disgrace and not grace. Because definitely people will offend you. People will get it wrong. But what matters is not a situation. The way I've seen it, in a little way, the way of my understanding, what is so important is not a situation, but the most important thing is a solution after a situation. So to be finger pointing or try to demonize any person in the name of trying to bring out whatever that have happened, I believe that there could be more constructive way, because all this even were these divisions and these difference in opinions that keep on, denting the effort and the
No, but
struggle.
Barrister is not blaming anybody. Ndị Igbo sị okwu na-ebute okwu.
It's
Due
true,
to
but there's a reason why I'm general about here. You all are wise people, so
I
if
feel
you,
you, yes.
yes, if you just let your destiny, your inner person, talk to you, then you may go back. I will not. I don't stand here to correct any one of you, because I know you are wise, and you can actually see what I'm saying. But like mentioning and invoking names of people, and
I'm with
the
you.
person invoking your name in return, so it will take us nowhere.
Okay.
So what I believe is that there should be a forum which you can create away from the public site or public hearing, where we can meet ourselves. So that anytime we're appearing on things like this, on a world stage or program like this, we will not appear pointing fingers or leveling blames. Then it surely put a picture of disunity, no matter how we want to explain it. Then, there's something I hear. For example, as you are there, my brother, if you say today, we are going to go and cut grasses, that's what Biafrans wants to do. My brother, it doesn't matter whatever opinion, the way I see it, then even if you are wrong, but to bring that very picture that we are all in one accord, I will follow you to go out there and cut grasses, whether it's right or not. But not when you tell me let's go and cut grasses, and I know you are chasing the same thing I'm chasing, then I say, no, you got it wrong. We should be cleaning tables. So these things are what they call the disunity. So we can't be talking about disunity at the same time be having different opinions. So why you talk about indigenous customary government is to unite us, not to make us groups and factions with different ideas, even if we have difference in opinions, but we should be always patronizing ourselves to make sure to pick the picture that we are one. Because I've had this conversation in a very different, very high place. And the thing I've had, which was a question mark I've had, is this: that what they are seeing, that if Biafra is given tomorrow, there will be an anarchy.
That will be a problem if we don't come together.
So definitely, that's why some certain comments I had. That's why I took out time. I stopped wherever I'm going. I just parked my vehicle by the side.
Okay.
And see big name. No matter what it is, I can never, no matter what you do, I want to give one thing that happened to me and they work positively for me. Somebody did something to me. Somebody did something very, 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 very wrong. But what happened now is this: I looked beyond that very person, what he have done. And I let him to understand that I called him. When I called him and asked for his opinion concerning something, do you know he was shocked? because he expected me to have returned back in the same coin. He was shocked. Then later on, this very fellow came down to me, to my place, and apologized with me. That he don't know that I'm such a man like this. Because we live in a different world today. So anaghị eji ha ngwaọrụ ekwensu na-agbasa ekwensu mba. When you do that, you end up losing. Because definitely, if you keep dragging this thing from now to tomorrow, another person is going to have a different point of view, which by the time when you lecturer out, you begin to see a way of sympathizing with the person. So what I'm saying is that we should be able to create this sensitivity of patronizing one another. It despite group. Oh, you say it's this way, my brother, you are right. So long as it's leading us to the same road. So that we will not be always appear divided before the people that we think they matters in terms of decision making in this Biafra struggle, worldwide, in world level stage. So there should be some kind of maturity whenever we are expressing our grievances or our misunderstanding, so that everything God must surely never allow every struggle and effort to be in vain. Many of you have put your lives in line, and many of you cannot even travel back to Nigeria as a result of this. So I don't think that you are just out there just to play around.
No, we are not playing. We are not
So
playing, my brother.
definitely, no matter what happened, I want to remember the lecture your mother said, Maka, one thing, you get just to swallow here and forget it.
Thank you for
But
that.
people might look at you, you are stupid, you are weak, you are this, but you know you are not.
Yes.
Obuopi, Obuoge nwere plans.
Yes. We don't
So
drag on the mother.
onye nwa biko gbaa unu ume karịchasị ya the karịa egbu ume today. So and everything. So Nnamdi Kanu will say that young man have done immensely, no matter what the way it goes.
Nobody
And
is
every
against
one of
him.
you have done also, and should be in one accord. Down with the customary government, I believe we will achieve this. Because that's number one thing. Without this, without us being unified, soul, spirit, and body, no matter what our views are, my brother,
I will be laughing at us. Yes.
If this thing is still far away, and many people will be very skeptical to commit themselves, because they are everybody. Many people are looking up to you. This thing you are hearing, you are saying now, being on the news, you don't know how many people that are listening to you. You don't know which opinion or mindset that people are forming. Thank you.
Thank you, and God bless you, my brother. Thank you for calling me.
God bless you.
So, Barrister, can you hear me now?
Yes, I didn't hear what he said.
Yes, because he called a different line and a different program altogether. I'm sorry for that. What he's trying to say is this, that we should not point fingers on other groups upon whatever they did. We should forge ahead and teach our people the best way forward and make them to understand that the customary government will be the best way to follow, and the other Biafran groups should come together. Together we will achieve whatever we are looking for. Division will give Awasa the smiling opportunity.
Yeah, that's what we're saying now. That was why the customary government was instituted by the elders of the land.
Yes.
It is a customary government under Nigerian law, Nigerian legal system, under the Nigerian law. The elders of the land have the power to gather their children and govern them under customary law. That's Nigerian law. So, but the youths were trying to gather them together under the elders. They are kicking against the elders.
That's what he's saying, that no matter whatever you are doing publicly, people will adopt you, people will kick you, people will criticize you. Those things will not demoralize you.
So if they are kicking against the elders and insulting their elders, then how will the Hausa and Yoruba respect our elders?
That's what he's saying, that we should forget them and continue.
Okay.
With time, if they see they are criticizing, working against the system, thinking that the system will sink, And if they give it up to 6, 1 more, 2 years, 5 years, it didn't sink, you will see them coming back and swallowing they will swallow their pride
Okay,
and
fine.
come
That's
back.
all right. Let us continue. No problem. We are still continuing.
Yes.
Dr. Ike and the other elders are still waxing strong. They are still advocating for Biafra, still granting interviews, still talking about Biafra. You know, so well, let's continue. But Ozemena, let those boys and those children, let them stop insulting their elders. Let them stop attacking the customary government.
Barrister, Awusa guy, one northerner contacted me, I don't know, day before yesterday.
Yes.
He asked me one question. He said that Igbos or the indigenous people of Biafra
Yes.
are coming to the north, buying off their lands, and they are selling those lands to them, and they are developing whatever they want in those places. But when their people come to our place, the indigenous land, and they want to buy land, our people doesn't send land. Actually, I doesn't know what to answer him. He really wants to get answer. Why are we not selling our land to them? And the only thing I tried to give to him, I said, let Nigeria delete tribalism from their portfolio and promote one Nigeria, first of all, from the central level, because our people are afraid of Islamization, that they know the system that the Sharia does operate. They will buy your land, and before you know it, not one person will be living there. The whole community of military herdsmen will be living that place. Gradually, we are selling our land to occupiers, you know. So, I don't know what you would like to add in that issue. Do you have anything to add? The reason why our people are afraid to sell their land.
Our people are not afraid to sell land. The thing is this: in marketing, it is negotiation between two people, two willing buyers and sellers. If a seller is willing to sell and the buyer is willing to buy, they will buy and they will sell. They will transact. So if you pay what they ask you to pay, they will sell the land to you. So there's our people are not afraid to sell land. So the person that says our people are afraid to sell land, I don't agree with him. Our people are not afraid to sell land.
Okay. Is there another thing you would like to teach our people in terms of unification? Is there any message you would like to give out, Barrister? That
Yes, I'm saying that.
our groups, different groups, you know, different groups should find a common ground, come down, bring down their pride. Nobody is going to delete them or remove them from their position they are holding on their groups, but let them come to under the umbrella of Customary, the Supreme Council of Elders.
Yeah, what I'm saying is that already the structure has been put in place. Um, we are preaching unity.
Mm-hmm.
We are preaching unity of all Biafrans. And fortunately, the structure we have in place is all embracing and accommodates everybody.
Barrister, somebody is calling in. Let me pick
All
the
right,
call.
let's take the call first.
Hello, the caller on the phone, can you hear me? The caller on the phone, can you hear me? Hello, the caller on the line, can you hear me? I think he cannot hear me. Hello, can you hear me? No. So, Barrister, continue.
Yeah,
Maybe, maybe
what I'm saying,
if he call back, maybe if he call back, I will do it as we normally do it. You know, switching over.
that's all right. So what I'm saying is that the customary government is the institution that will unite all the Biafrans. It is a government. It is not a pro-Biafra group. And since it is a government, it is representative So all the pro-Biafra groups have space. Everyone has space inside that customary government.
Okay.
Let them all join, send their representatives. That's what the elders said when it was instituted. The Council of Elders said all the pro-Biafra groups should send their representatives into the National Executive Council of the customary government. And many have come in, many have sent their representatives. But the problem of the average Biafran is this: who formed it? Who created it? Who created it? That is their problem.
Okay.
I have heard some people saying, in fact, Dr. Nkwocha defined it in one. He defined it. He said the so-called customary government is the government of Emeke Emekesiri by Emeke Emekesiri for Emeke Emekesiri. Just because God used me to create the ideology, God used me to create the idea which I gave to the elders to gather them together, and they started as a government under customary law. By the way, everything that is done on this earth, somebody created the idea. Is it not true?
Yes, everything is somebody's
Yes.
idea.
So if Barrister Emeke Emekesiri was the instrument God used to create that idea, the ideology, and then it is working, why don't you take it and move? After all, there are other things created by other people you are using. You are using telephone, you are using computer, you are using so many things other people created. Then why wouldn't you accept the one I created? Okay, I created it, but am I claiming ownership?
No.
I'm not claiming ownership. It's just, and I'm just a mere vessel God used to create it. Just like God has used me to create so many things. I created the formula that Nigeria adopted for this petroleum industry bill that's being passed now in the National Assembly, which the Hausa people say, the Northerners say over their dead body, it will not be passed. Because I created that formula to create economic empowerment for people of the Southeast and South-South.
Wow.
Yes, that is the problem. That's why the Northerners said they will not allow that bill to be passed into law. I created that formula in 2006. That petroleum industry bill, the formula for it, I created it. Nigeria adopted it. Is it the only formula I created? I created Mercado Formula 3, Mercado Formula 4, Mercado Formula 5, the one for stamp duties, to do valuation for stamp duties, estate duties, capital gains tax. Even the formula to do valuation of any human being, or if you are killed by accident or injured by accident, I have the formula to do valuation for compensation. If you are killed by accident, now I can quantify how much you are worth.
Okay.
I am the scientist who created the valuation scientist who created that formula, and it was adopted. Right now, my formula has been adopted in Nigeria. All the universities and polytechnics in Nigeria now, it is now compulsory to study Mercado formula in estate surveying and valuation profession.
Good.
So if God uses me to create a formula that will solve problems of nation, or problem of your family, or problem of your country, or problem of your village, why wouldn't you accept it? Why are you dying of jealousy? What you do,
Barrister, like all these things you are mentioning now,
yes.
Why should people two people who are importers, for example,
Yes.
one send his goods to Lagos, one send his goods to Port Harcourt or Calabar. Calabar is not even receiving any goods again. Let's call Port Harcourt. The one in Lagos will clear his goods under 3 good hours, while in the one that moved to Port Harcourt will spend up to 3 good months. Is there nothing that you people like you and barristers will do in making such a thing to be easier for business to move down to east?
I can do it. If somebody sponsors me and I know what to do. Nobody is financing me. I'm using my money to fight all these battles. If people are willing to finance me, now I know
Our people
what to
are
do.
now ready. Our people are willing now to support this struggle, barrister.
Fine.
They are willing,
Fine.
and this thing now,
Let somebody call me now. I know what to do, and things begin to move.
barrister, because this thing now will bring back the businesses that are operating, that is squashed, congested in Lagos. Relief
Okay, now listen.
will now come to Eastern region.
Listen. We fortunately, God gave us the platforms to fight. If you check, we have created various platforms, and people don't know where we're operating from. You have the customary government moving. You have mobbing moving. You have Bilie Human Rights Initiative, Bilie for Biafra moving. Now, all these structures you have seen, and then you have the Supreme Council of Elders also moving. Now, all these structures you are seeing, each one of them has its own duties to perform.
Yes.
Now, as I speak to you now, we have served notice to the INEC chairman. And the notice we served it under the human rights arm. Bilie for Biafra, the human rights organization.
Yes.
Okay. We have things to do under the human rights law now that will impact positively in the lives of all the Biafrans in the East and transform their region now. We had that, in fact, right now we had that people who come to register for the voters card, the INEC people are refusing them and telling them to go and bring their international passport or driving license when they know that our people in the village don't have international driving license and passport. And in the north, they are registering everybody in the north, even children. But our own, they wouldn't register us, so that in the end, they will say we don't have population that will vote. Now, we know what to do. I know what to do now to correct that situation, but I can't. I don't have it.
Do you know why I'm laughing? By this time last week, you requested for support to do this thing, but you have started doing it on your own already. To tell you, you are a one for Biafra. The Biafra fire is burning in you. You know,
Yeah, what I did was,
upon that you requested for, okay, let me ask you again. This bill now that may bring down the most of clearing of goods in Port Harcourt, like how much can we budget for it?
hey, you're talking about, the first thing is that I need to move. I need to be in Nigeria now.
Mm-hmm.
I need to file certain documents. I need to move. There are certain quarters, there are certain authorities I need to confront face to face, file certain documents. There are certain things to be done. It's not like how much would this cost, how much would that cost.
No, I mean, like if our people are making budget now, maybe we said for the start, you know.
Okay, the best thing to do is this. If somebody now wants, he will say, he can call me and say, okay, even if to buy me flight ticket now, even if it's flight ticket.
Yes.
Let us start. Okay, how much is your flight ticket? Coming down to file the necessary documents in the different departments or quarters or whichever government authority where you are going to confront. Start with that even. Just start with that. Do you know that I suffer so much that sometimes when I come to Nigeria, it's difficult even to find even accommodation, even to spend in the hotels, and I'll be spending sometimes. Oh,
My people, all of you listening in now, most of you have hotels in Lagos, in Port Harcourt, in Owerri. Barrister is ready to go to Nigeria because of this business blockade that they are giving to us. And a bunch of lawyers in Nigeria they are sleeping. They are not even interested in all those issues. I have raised this issue now, and the barrister is interested, and he knows what to do, which office to visit. What is he asking for? Flight ticket from London to Nigeria and an accommodation. Any other thing that come upon it is jara, is thank you also, but he will file a case that will open a very big door that will make business to float back to Eastern region. because people are giving us excuses. The reason why they are not investing in the Eastern region is because when you send your goods to Port Harcourt, it takes you 3 to 4 months to clear, while in Lagos State it's 3 hours. Something happened before it becomes 3 hours in Lagos. Let that thing happen in Eastern region, so that the goods of our people will start coming out also in 3 good hours in other lower tariff.
It's very easy. It's just that no one is sponsoring me. Nobody is financing me. If you want to finance me, just inbox me. Send me email. You can send to bilehumanrights@yahoo.com.
bilehumanrights@yahoo.com.
Yeah, bilehumanrights@yahoo.com, or send to my chambers, or you can send to my chambers, JC Gold Solicitors, or at gmail.com, or Mercado Chambers at yahoo.co.uk. You can reach me anyhow. Whether you can reach me anyhow, say you are interested, and then we work together.
Barrister, call your office number. Give them your office number.
Or call me. Yes, even my number is on the internet. You can even locate me on the internet.
Barrister,
I'm free. You can
give them now. Call it here. Let them. They are listening.
Okay.
People are live.
Okay. My number, my Nigerian number, 081 023 40504. 081 023 40504. That's Nigerian number. My UK number, 079 69 081 355. 079 69 081 355. UK number. Nigerian number, 081 023 40504. So you can call any of them and I will get it. Or send me an email. You can send to bilehumanrights@yahoo.com. Bilie Human Rights. Rights. S. That is plural. bilehumanrights@yahoo.com. Or
yes.
Or jcgoldsolicitors@gmail.com.
My people, Barrister have given out his information. I know that we have a lot of people who will not like to disclose what they are going to do, or to call on air to do show and whatever. Please reach our barrister in private. I will be happy if, even though he's going all those things, we have BVI channel 1 that may follow him and video everything he's doing live, so that you will see it with your 2 naked eyes. Don't be afraid. And when this thing is when Barrister start this move, paper in the Eastern region will still carry it. That emotion have been passed in terms of opening and making things easier for people shipping things to Port Harcourt. Thank you, Barrister, for this. This acceptance only is more than enough.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
You know,
we are working together.
Yes, we are moving forward, because look, I love when you know, the only thing that is holding Barrister back now is flight ticket, accommodation. Most of you are millionaires in US, millionaires in Nigeria, millionaires in Europe, millionaires in Nigeria, hotels in Europe, hotels in USA, hotels in Europe, hotels everywhere. Give Barrister 1 room. Barrister, I cannot do this, I cannot, but I will give you this room. Go to the social place, collect this key, go there and relax, eat whatever you eat. If you are hungry, you get something to eat there. But let's go for it. Another person will raise hand and said, flight ticket, we may be 2 or 3 and raise the money of flight ticket and do it. Are we not moving forward?
Exactly. That's it.
We are moving forward. Barrister. Yes.
It's terrible. It's terrible. Our people are difficult.
Our people are investing in northern Nigeria, investing in Lagos. If you ask them, they say that is where their goods are landing. But when the goods start landing in Eastern region now, you will see that everything will be gradually floating back to East.
Yes, now look at the multiplier effect. What economists call multiplier effect. It will create employment in the East. The East will begin to boom again. You know.
The Garden City will revive back. Yes. Garden City again.
It's
You know,
unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Our people are difficult.
not that they are difficult. They are, as they just mentioned. Most of them are afraid. Most of them
The thing is
are.
that sometimes I even think I keep wondering what is wrong with me. What is wrong with me? I am not in. That is, I have nothing in Nigeria.
Barrister, you
I
said
have
that you are called. Do you know that word you mentioned? You are
anyway.
called.
Anyway, and
Nobody
because I have
forced
nothing in
you.
Nigeria, my children are not there, my wife is not there, I don't have anything there. Why am I even disturbing myself? Eh?
Barrister, oh, what Biafra? Oh, who Biafra? Biafra don't get a blood. You know, even
What do
again,
I do?
when you
What do I have there? I have nothing there. Why am I even disturbing myself? They disturb when they don't even care. So sometimes I even say, well, what is wrong with me? Am I even mad?
no, Barrister, look, when somebody calls you and appoints you on a position of whatever and asks you hold this position, that one is holding position. But you said, I am called into this race.
I think so. That's
It's
my
different.
problem. Yeah, no, honestly, sometimes like a human being.
Last week you said that in terms of this passport problem, in terms of registration of election, if people help, I will do it. If they don't help, let it be. But you have started working on it already.
Yes,
That is
I have filed a notice with
that.
INEC chairman.
You
I
see it,
just sent a
to
notice
show
to
you
him.
that you are called, and there are people who are listening in knows today that this man is not blah 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 blah. Ekwu n'ọnụ, a na-eme ya n'aka. A na-ekwu ekwu, a na-eme eme. And that is what our people love. That is what
Eh,
they want to see.
okay, listen.
Okay, barrister.
There's nothing hidden. What helped me? I just drafted the notice I was filing. I just drafted it to go to file it in Abuja. And fortunately, my wife was traveling home because her mother is sick, and she was traveling to Nigeria to visit her mother for a week. I said, okay, fine, darling, please take this letter. When you go, give it to so give it to so they know where to serve this letter. That was how I used. People say using one stone to kill two
Two
birds.
birds.
Yes, because she was traveling to see her mother. Then I now prepare those papers and gave to her to go and give to Susu, who will now go and serve it. You know, because she was just traveling, assuming that she wasn't traveling. You see?
Yes. But God made it more easy. But that doesn't mean that our people will not help. Because filing in a document doesn't mean that it's finished.
No,
You
it's
got
not
to
finished.
fight
It's
for
not
that thing
finished.
to be accepted.
It's not
You
finished.
know? So we need everybody, we need every hand. Look, my people, Miro Africa is not a group. Miro Africa is a platform where Barrister comes every Saturday, 7:30 German time, to tell our people what he is doing for us in Nigeria. Barrister doesn't base in Nigeria. His family is not living there. Barrister is in England. But as he mentioned, I am called into this race. That is why he's investing all his wealth and knowledge. Anything that Biafrans complain, unless the one he didn't hear. When he hear it, before next week, Saturday, you will know and also notice and hear from him that a motion have been filed in. To tell you, even Dupuga Nwure, and when I'm
Always joke. It's
asking
true.
you for support. Um, for me, seeing what is, because last week Saturday, I thought that I would be begging today for Barrister to start it. He have already started it. The wife is already in Nigeria. The thing have already getting into Nigeria's hand. That is to tell you, he carries his peoples along. Our brother calls in, trying to persuade him to go for governorship or whatever. He said, I am a lawyer, I'm not a politician. That
Yes.
is two different words.
Yes.
Do you know that a politician and a barrister, they are living in two different worlds? That
Yes.
the other one is full of lie and manipulation, and this one is living with, I swear that I will defend you.
We need hardcore Biafra politicians.
Do you know that one day I called barrister and I wanted to talk to him. Just let us just talk just like that. Barrister said, my brother, please, I'm very busy. Somebody's life is at stake. He did not drop that thing and continue talking to Mirror Africa Television. No. He said, somebody's life is at stake. I must act now. I say, wonderful.
So you are reporting me now.
Whoa, barrister, that thing.
That was a client. That day,
Oh
that was
my
a client.
God. That is, but I took a problem that day, you know.
Why are you reporting me now?
Barrister,
That day, there was a client that was in trouble. Che, I had to fight tooth and nail to save him.
you know, my people, you know, it's not, I have been to, I have cases in German here. Take German lawyers. If you go to their office, they will now call secretary. Bring, please, look into his file and call me and give me a hint on what. He doesn't even carry your problem along. But barrister says, my brother will talk later. Somebody is at risk. And I must work hard to rescue him. Likewise, he's working hard for Biafran problem. He's working hard for the indigenous people's issue. People, he's not in Nigeria. People cannot register for vote. Barrister is not contesting for any position in Nigeria, nor in Eastern region. But because somebody says they are now asking for international passports to our grandmothers in the village. Our grandmothers, are they traveling to US? No. They don't have passport.
And driving license.
In Yoruba land, these guys are registering without even NEPA bill.
I wonder.
In northern Nigeria, they're even registering Chad and Niger as Nigerians. But they came to East, they say you must present international passport. Even if you go for it now, you will not get the passport because there is no booklet.
There's no booklet.
There is no booklet. There is no booklet. What?
Horrible. These people are horrible people.
You know? How can a nation doesn't have
put us in trouble? As they will not say we don't have the population, we don't have voters who register.
Even barrister, I noticed something. Do you know that these guys are using this election to count census indirectly?
Yes, it's an indirect census.
If they limit our people to participate, tomorrow they will tell you the percentage of the Eastern region.
Now we are the minority tribe. That's how we.
Barrister, somebody is asking your London number. Can you type it so that I'll be able to paste it for them? London and Nigerian line, so that they will be able to reach you.
Okay, plus 44 79.
1 minute.
9.
Plus 44.
I'm typing it now.
Okay, sir. Plus
44 7969 081355. Then Nigeria.
So my people, for INEC to request such a thing to Eastern region, that means we are lost. But we are not lost because we have somebody like Barrister who knows his right. Not those barristers in Nigeria. Those people that will be calling, come and teach your people on our platform. They will tell you we are not BBC, we are not CNN. But I know that one day we will be greater than BBC and CNN.
I've sent my numbers to you now.
I've seen it now. I've seen it, sir. I've seen it.
Both UK and Nigeria. I received the two at any time you call.
Okay.
You can call me with any of them.
The thing pop up and disappear, Barrister. It popped up and disappear again.
The number I gave you now.
Okay, now I have seen it. Yes, I have seen it. So let me share it, my people.
Share it. You can share it.
Reach Barrister. Barrister is working tooth and nail, day and night without rest for our people. Call Barrister. Give him every support. You don't need to pass through me. I'm only television host, YouTube host. I'm nobody. You know, Barrister is the one who knows where to hit that nail and that building will not fall again. You know, what you ask yourself is this. So let me add something to reach Barrister. Not that you guys will start spamming Barrister, please. That's why I was always telling you guys to pass through me so that you won't spam him at the end of the day. But barrister, if anything spam comes, let me know and I will know what to do.
That's all right, no problem.
So, my people, I would love if you people will start supporting what Barrister and Bile Human Rights Council of Elders and the Customary government are doing. They need your support. It is a very shameful thing that our great-grandfathers who are working for us and our strong men, learned and educated men are living on Ntonto contribution. Victor, I've sent the number. You will see it. I've sent you the number. Let me see. I can't reply you from here. I have sent in the number. You will check it. You will see the number. So my people, we have to support everything that our brother Barrister is doing for us. You know, we anyị nidere ịkwụ ya n'ukwu, you know, nye ya every support so that anything that comes in, he would start doing it before even informing us, you know. And if there is any place he's feeling the heat, he will let us know, you know, and we will give him the support that he needs, you know. That's it. That's it, my people, you know. So, Barrister, is there any other thing that you would like to add? So that
yes, all I want to say is to plead with all the Biafrans to be of one mind, of one heart, to love one another. Yes, we have misunderstood ourselves, we have quarreled, and we have fought, and so on. But in every family, there will always be disagreements and quarrels. But then we are still one family. The only thing we are saying is that there must be orderliness and rule of law. In a family, for instance, there is a head of family. I think so.
yes,
That is how God made it. There is orderliness. There is order in creation. So in a community, there is a head of the community. In a village, there is head of the village. In a town, the same thing. So the Nigerian law,
somebody's
Nigerian
calling.
legal system.
Barrister, somebody's calling, but he's calling a wrong line.
Okay.
I don't know where. Maybe Barrister, if you go to that our YouTube now, you will hear what they are saying.
That means I have to log into a different.
Let me pick before they drop. Hello, they call on the phone.
Yeah, hello.
Hello, where are you calling from? What's your name and your origin from Biafra land?
Yeah, my name is Dixon. I'm calling from the U.S. I'm from Abia State. We spoke in the morning, so I wanted to find out the actual name for the Skype name so I can log in now.
Okay, the Skype name is Miro African Television. Miro. MIRROR African TV.
Okay. Okay. I was the one that called you in the morning.
Okay.
Because
please find it and call in now. Barrister is live now.
Okay.
I'm happy that you just
Miro
called.
African Television.
Miro African Television. That's TV, not television, directly TV.
Yeah, TV. Yeah,
okay. I'll be waiting. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, Barrister, you won't run away today. This young
will allow me to go and rest.
Barrister, this young man called me today. This man finished me with questions. And I said, Biko, I did not read law, but I have a backup, a strong man.
All right.
You know. So he wants to log in now with our Skype ID.
Okay,
you know.
That's all. Maybe that's his question I'll take last, so I go and rest.
Yes, sir, please. But before my talk that time, please, about unity.
Yes, I was saying that there's need for unity, but the unity must have basis and it must have a structure. I now started telling you that in a family there is head of family.
Yes.
In a village there's village head. Just the same way. So Nigerian law also has that structure.
Okay.
That under the Nigerian legal system, that the elders of the land have the right to gather their children together and govern them. And it is happening even in your village. That is why at one village meeting, all of us will gather. And you see that the decision will be taken, but you know that the elders will take decisions even when a decision is made. Remember that all of us, all the adults have right to make your suggestion, make your opinion, present your position. And so at the end of the day, achikota everything, and then the elder, that is the head of the family or the head of the village, will now stamp his ofonala. See, ihe ọkwa ihe ekpebiri o, ihe ọhịa ekpebiri asị yes, ọhịa ekpebiri, ya stamp ekpa. Somebody is in authority. So there must be somebody in authority, even though it is a council of elders. So we now have the Supreme Council of Elders, headed by His Royal Majesty, the Honorable Justice Ezozobu, whose deputy is Dr. Dozie Kedife, and then there are other principal officers of the council. And this council consists of elders from all parts of Biafra land, including South, Southeast. We are yet to get middle belts who were trying to join before the problem started in this struggle. But soon we shall get the people of middle belt, they will enter too. So this council of elders constitute the governing council. That is the government of indigenous people of Biafra under customary law. The Biafran government is not by one man, it's a collegiate government that is governing by a body of elders, a council of elders. It's not one man command and control. I have been hearing people on the internet saying
Barrister,
command and control. It's not that.
Barrister, please, let's pick the call. Let's pick the call. Hello?
Hello?
Hello, my brother. 1 minute, let me add the barrister because your call did not enter directly. 1 minute, let me add barrister so that he will pick what you are saying. So, yeah, the king on also. Yeah, 1 minute, please.
Yeah.
It's not that. I don't know why I can't add a call here. What is happening?
Well, you can see me. Can you see me? Dixon.
Yes, I'm seeing you. Did you send a friend request or something like that? Let me add you as a contact. Okay, I have added you. Okay, now I can be able to add a call. Then 1 minute. So, barrister is coming. 1 minute, barrister will join us soon. Hello, barrister, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. I can see Dixon Obiete.
Yes.
Added.
Yeah, Dixon Obiete.
So Dixon meets our barrister.
Okay. Good evening, barrister.
Good evening, my brother.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
Apambo Dixon Obiete. I'm from Isukwuato in Abia State. Isukwuato in Abia State.
Okay, my brother. I'm Monye Amucha in the present Njaba local government.
Oh, okay. There we go. Yeah. I'm calling from the US.
Okay.
So I've been following you guys on all the discussion, not all of them anyway, because I'm trying to pick my interest.
Yes.
Picking my interest, I was not following anyone in particular.
Yes,
but
I understand.
keep my judgment and to know exactly what happened. In as much as someone have a drive,
Yes,
your drive should not be, overtaken by, you know, the spirit of people's enthusiasm around you.
yeah,
So, I called him in the morning. I was telling him how people were persuading me when I traveled home, but I really did not see any reason then. But since I came back to US, so many things. Once in a while, I'll get a phone call. Once in a while, I'll ask what is going on. Until I started following some of the activities with Nnamdi Kanu, and then recently I saw yours. So I'm so much impressed that known were people that really, really even cares more than I used to think that I care. I'm not even caring anything. But when I see you people, I am kind of encouraged more.
I thank God for you.
Saying, God bless you guys and keep on doing the good work.
Thank you, my brother.
So as it is right now, there's one thing that's been challenging me, and I really wanted to find out to know how to fix myself.
Yeah,
There was one time you had an interview, and he was asking, and you explaining how everything happens. Like someone like me, I like doing things and taking it from the root cause.
yeah,
You handle issues from the root cause, not deal it from the root cause, then you go to the top root cause analysis.
yeah.
So with that you'll be able to come up with tangible reasons and know exactly what is the cause of things not working out the way it should be. You made a very good point the first day I listened to you of following these things with legal means. But however, I want to know how it all started. I'm not trying to take you aback from what you
Okay.
already explained.
Yeah,
Yeah, between this movement, what actually Nnamdi Kanu is doing, if what he's doing is outside the pursuit of the organization.
okay. Um, ever since all these problems started, I
Yeah,
have been careful. Some people say, don't talk about Nnamdi Kanu, just don't talk, don't talk. But each time a question like this comes, it's like yeah, the question is now drawing me again, and there's no way I can tell the story without also connecting how the whole thing started,
yeah.
And if I don't want to say anything, and that
Well,
means
if it is something you can discuss with me one on one, because I
no,
know this is
since the
online,
question,
so many of the people are listening to it.
yeah,
If
many
it's
people are
can
listening.
discuss
So
with
let
me,
me tell the story. Nothing, there's nothing to hide. It is that is anamatona says you here. There is
yeah,
nothing like we are not lying, and I'm a lawyer, and I know the problem if you defame. I know what is defamation of character. If you speak evil against somebody, if you tell lies against somebody, he can come after you. Both the spiritual law and the law we practice in also are against speaking evil against anybody.
exactly.
Don't don't speak evil of anybody. Just tell the story as it is.
Yeah,
Okay. Um, before I joined the Biafran struggle,
more.
I was the spokesman of Igbo Lawyers Forum, Igbo Lawyers in Nigeria.
Okay.
Then my activities concerning the Igbo nation were all concentrated around the Igbo lawyers.
Yeah.
What brought me into agitation for Biafra independence was the first time when they arrested Owazirike
Mm-hmm.
and put him in detention. After they arrested Sare Dokubo and Ganiyu Adams, the OPC people,
Yeah.
then they released the people, they released Asari Dokubo and released the Ganiyu Adams and kept Wazirike in prison for about 3 years. And no, the Igbo leaders said nothing. That was what made me so angry. I went to the Igbo lawyers for the assembly and I moved the motion that Igbo lawyers must enter this battle now. That we want, let us enter into the struggle and use Wazirike as an arrowhead.
Right.
I have told this story. It's just a long story, but eventually that's how I entered into the struggle. I bought the expenses. I went to Abuja. I went to Kefi. I met Wazirike. I started fighting to release him. Along the line, Wazirike disappointed us and said that he didn't want us to join him in the struggle.
Right.
I've told that story. It's a long story. But that was when I and Chief Ikazo Oboli Obosi, Chief Dr. Chimezi Ikazo Onye Obosi, is late now. That was when we went back to the drawing table. We planned that we will now use the legal method to battle with Nigeria for self-determination. I told him, we sat down, I told him the vision I had, and he wrote a letter. In fact, he wrote a letter that I should send to the then President General of Ohanese Ndibo, who is this Dr. Dezike Dife you are hearing now. He was the President General of Ohanese Ndibo that time in 2007.
Right.
He gave me a letter to give. I didn't know that eventually this Dozike Dife will now work with me again. I didn't know. See how things work. But eventually, Dr. Chimezi Kazo died.
Oh.
When I relocated to London, I now started again the same vision of self-determination by legal method.
Right.
I still carry the vision. That was in London now.
Yeah.
That I started this legal method. After, from that time Wazirike was arrested, I started writing this book, Biafra or Nigerian Presidency, What the Igbos Want, which I published in 2012.
Right.
That book, you can see it on the internet, Biafra or Nigerian Presidency, What the Igbos Want. Okay. Then this is where the foundation of that struggle came. In fact, everything I'm preaching, in fact, everything that Nnamdi Kanu has preached is from this book, because I gave him a copy of this book and I gave him all the documents I got from the British government that formed the basis of the suit I filed in the Federal High Court. Okay, so when I now when I joined the Biafran struggle and I told them I was new, they were all there before me. They were in Masob and some in different groups. So I formed the group. I formed the human rights organization called the Human Rights Initiative. I formed that group in my office at Camberwell Green in London. Then went to Nigeria and registered it. It's a long story anyway, but that is how I came. And I told these people that I want us to use the legal method. They said, Nigeria, it will not work. How can you use legal method? I said, I want to sue Nigeria. They say it's not possible. How can you sue Nigeria? In fact, some said that I will be arrested in Nigeria if I stand in the court and be talking about Biafra. That it is a treasonable offense to talk about Biafra in Nigerian court. That they will arrest me. Okay, I prepared the case. Then the Billion Human Rights Initiative, which was the platform, the human rights organization that will sue on behalf of Biafra, I packaged everything. Nnamdi Kanu became our member of Billion Human Rights Initiative on 30th of June 2012. That was when he registered to become my member.
Was he introduced or he walked in?
No, he was introduced. Now he was then working under Radio Biafra.
Okay.
And I was told then, I was asking them that time, because that time they told me that they were Radio Biafra editorial board of Radio Biafra. Each time they will make that announcement, I will ask them, who are this board? They invited me to their studio. I went there and there were about 5 people. Nnamdi Kanu, Egemba, Wada Manachi, Uche Mefo, and one other person. So there were about 5.
Yeah.
So they told me that they were each time they say editorial board of Radio Biafra. I said, who are these? They say there are 5 of them. And they were now inviting me to their studio to talk to them about legal method. And that was how I now came in. And they joined the human rights organization. All of them. joined the human rights organization I formed. All of them joined. And we now agreed, okay, this human rights organization, Belay Human Rights, will now be gathering members and will be contributing money and use the money to sponsor the radio station.
Okay.
While the radio station will be advertising the activities of the organization. So you see how Nnamdi Kanu then, we was now advertising it. If you go 2012, 2013 Radio Biafra broadcast, you will see how he will be telling people to join Belay Human Rights Initiative, join Belay Human Rights, join Belay Human Rights. So that as people will join, then the money people contribute as membership dues, we will now use it and sponsor the radio broadcast.
So the radio broadcast is Nnamdi Kanu's initiative.
Yes. I wasn't part of the broadcast. I didn't know anything about media.
It started from Mossop.
Yes, Mossop. I was told that was Ricardo financed the setting up of that radio.
Yes.
But that the person who created that radio was Sam Ume.
Okay.
Sam Ume, the Biafra radio, or Radio Biafra was the brainchild of Sam Ume. But the person who financed it was Rafu Wazirike. That's what I was told. I was not there.
Right.
But because I'm not a media man, I don't know anything about media.
Right.
They were inviting me to interview me like guest in their studio.
Yeah, special guest. Okay.
Something like that. Then all of them joined my group. They joined the human rights organization. Actually, human rights organization is supposed to be for human rights lawyers. Lawyers know much about human rights law. But in a struggle like this, we don't say you must be a lawyer. There are human rights activists who are not lawyers.
Exactly.
Good. So that's why the human rights organization is open to everybody who are an activist, even if you're not a lawyer.
Right.
Good. They now joined. Now along the line, Nnamdi Kanu's behavior changed. Let me not talk more about that. But along the line, things fell apart. Let me say that way.
Right.
Things fell apart. Some now said they didn't. He in fact started saying they didn't believe in legal method anymore. That no country can gain independence by legal method. That in fact legal method is fraud. Started telling people no longer. A lot of things happened. Now let me say, how did we sue? So when I packaged this case, because Biafra is not a country, not legal entity, and cannot sue or be sued.
Yeah.
What I did was, I now created a name called Indigenous People of Biafra. I created that name based on the United Nations Declaration on Rights of Indigenous People 2007.
Right.
I found from the research I made from the British government, I got the ancient documents which they signed with our ancestors in 1882 to 1889. I got all those documents. I studied all this and got the ancient map of Africa where there was Biafra about 500 years before Nigeria was created.
Right.
Now I got all these things. Now I said, okay, after analyzing all this, I now said, okay, fine. That means Biafra was in existence and Biafra was not annihilated. Therefore, we are indigenous people of Biafra land.
Okay.
Then I now coined the name Indigenous People of Biafra.
So this IPOB is
yes, I coined it. But the word the acronym IPOB was created by Dr. Dozie Kedife.
Okay.
What I called it was Indigenous People of Biafra.
Okay.
Versus Federal Republic of Nigeria and Attorney General of the Federation. That's what is the name that is in court, in the Federal High Court.
Okay.
So, in 2013, Dr. Kedife gave made an address in the day Radio Biafra. When he addressed all the Biafrans on the Radio Biafra media network,
yeah,
I told him to put out his address in writing because he addressed us on air. After addressing us on air, I called him and said, please, that's your address, put it in writing and send it to us for documentation.
Right.
So he now put his address in writing and the name Indigenous People of Biafra. After writing Indigenous People of Biafra, he now abbreviated it to IPOB.
Okay.
And then the name Affiliate Human Rights Initiative. After writing the long sentence, he now abbreviated that one to BHRI. That was the first document on earth that carried this acronym IPOB and BHRI.
Right.
That was the first document on earth. Then the first document on earth that carried the name Indigenous People of Biafra, the first document with copyright, protected under copyright, is my book, which I started writing in 2004 and finished in 2011 and published in 2012.
Right.
In this book, Biafra or Nigerian Presidency, what the Igbos want. That's where I wrote about Indigenous People of Biafra after my research work.
Okay.
This is where the first mention of it in a document that is copyrighted. That is where it is Indigenous People of Biafra. Everything about all these things you are hearing now today, all over the radio or what, it is in this book. Even the name Chukwa Abiyama, how it was called, it is in this book.
Okay.
Okay. So things fell apart. Whatever caused it, whoever caused it should tell us why. But eventually, he said he didn't want legal method anymore. That no country gains independence by legal method. In fact, he said, without violence, there will be no Biafra. Biafra or death. That this legal methodology is a fraud. That we are mature lawyers experimenting with Biafra independence in court.
Yeah.
But why did I go to court in the first place? I know that Nigeria can dribble us and delay that case. But why did I go to court?
Yeah.
First thing is this. It's a strategy. One, when you file a matter in court, you create what is called judicial immunity.
Okay. Yeah.
When two people are in court, judicial immunity protects them. Nobody will molest or assault or insult any person until the case is over.
Exactly. Yeah.
What I did was to bring Biafran nation and Nigerian nation together in court as parties, two parties in court.
Okay.
And when two parties are in court, nobody should touch or molest or harass the other until the case is over. Thereby legalizing the Biafran struggle.
Exactly.
So now Biafra struggle has been legalized. Nobody can arrest you now for being a Biafran because we pleaded it in court in our pleadings, like what the lawyers call pleadings. We pleaded the existence of Biafrans, that we are Biafrans by indigenous identity, even though we are Nigerians by citizenship. Just like people of Scotland are Scottish by identity, indigenous identity, but they are British.
Yeah.
And that despite our being Nigerians, that we want independence because we were not annihilated during the war. I argued strongly in court, which Nigerian lawyers could not defend, that if Nigeria had succeeded to annihilate us during the war, just like Rome annihilated Carthage, there wouldn't have been any Biafran remnants. But Nigeria made a mistake and failed to annihilate us. Because they did not annihilate us, the law now protects the remnants to now gain independence again.
Exactly. Yeah.
So Nigerian lawyers were tired. They couldn't defend. They couldn't argue against it. I said, yes, we are Biafrans living in Nigeria and desiring independence.
Right.
Good. That now gives us judicial immunity. Nobody can touch us again. You can now go, in fact, go now and lift your head high as a Biafran. Say it anywhere you are in Nigeria. Hang it on your neck. Put the flag in your private property, not in public property.
So one can even paint your car.
Yes, exactly. Anything that is private property, you can paint it Biafra flag, Biafra color.
Right.
But don't put it on public property because Biafrans don't have a territory yet.
Exactly, you're right. Yeah.
Put it in private buildings. All your private properties, hang your Biafran flags there. Nobody can touch you. If any person touches you, call me. I will take Nigeria to court again. To have rights to display your Biafranism, your Biafran identity under private law.
Right.
Good. So this gives you the immunity you need now. Then, as this thing happened, what we did was to now file our papers in the United Nations. In 2012, by 2015, we were now granted ECOSOC status in the United Nations. Now we have 3 seats in the United Nations. We have seat in New York, we have seat in Geneva, and we have seat in Vienna.
Oh, really?
This is what we have achieved.
Oh, that's good.
But because nobody is helping us, so what this man did when he left us, he started destroying everything we have done. And in fact, I'm tired. My money is finished.
You can't be tired. The thing is,
my money is finished.
Yes. That's you are just starting. That's it. Yes.
When you hear me, no, that's when you know that.
Yeah. The thing is, good things has been happening around the wrong people. You understand? And these good things that has been happening has also been going around the ears of some people who don't want to listen. You know? So, but my concern right now is I don't want to be in the middle of nowhere, because all this agitation, I started following this thing, let's say about 6 weeks ago or 8 weeks now.
Yeah.
There are some impressions, like when Nnamdi was in prison, that the moment he's out, Biafra is out. And that to me was like it's a child's play.
It's propaganda, yes.
Yeah, the person even in prison is looking aware of, being free. So how do you expect him to come out with a tangible result? I watched some guys making comment in Austria, some making comment in Germany, some in Italy. What really are you talking about when you don't have anything substantiable? So, and the things from your own preaching, from your own gospel, I'm seeing things that looks substantiable. There was one conference Andy held in, I think that should be in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
He called the Igbo conference. I don't know, maybe you must have seen it.
Yeah.
He was talking authoritatively as if there is something already made up behind. And even when he requested for gun, I was like,
I saw it. He requested for arms.
So, and with such an authority and with such, impetus in him, so many people were even so encouraged and also biased. So, and to me then, I really, really don't know where to stand, because I cannot just go into a shadow and at the end of the day everything looks like a mirage.
I'll give you the plan. I'll give you a master plan.
I want to know, for somebody like that to come out openly and make such address in a country that is not his own, in US as a matter of fact, make such an address. To me, I was believing there is a solid, back or a solid arrangement. As this one you are saying now. Now, if he is part of this your arrangement and all these preparations already made, is he relying on it? Is he still part of it? If he is not part of this arrangement you're making, then I would like to come in a situation whereby the whole thing is triangulated. Because some people say all fingers are not equal. But to me, all fingers are equal. It's just when you look at it in the physical, the whole fingers are not equal. But the content of these fingers, you judge a man by the content of his character, the content of what he can produce. Without one finger, the whole 5 cannot function effectively.
Yeah.
Look at them as not being the same height.
Yeah.
But what they produce is the function of what makes them a finger.
Yeah. The synergy.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just like this, my brother is broadcasting this one now, and you are speaking,
Yeah.
and he is there as Nnamdi doing everything he is doing, and every other person is listening. Like me, I'm a mechanical engineer. I think I am good in my own area.
Yes.
Okay? And if we harness ourselves together, there are certain things you can do. I can't even do it. There are certain things Andy can do. You can't even do it.
Yeah, exactly, my brother. You're right.
To be in a situation whereby skills, talents are put together, then we can actually figure things out. There will be differences.
You
know,
you have hit the point.
One on one. I've not spoken to Nnamdi one on one.
No, you have hit the point. When I entered the struggle, I saw the strength of Nnamdi Kanu in broadcasting, in media work.
Yeah.
So I said, hey, you are an expert in media. And I was so happy that he was in the media, having the radio media.
Right.
Good. And each time they call me to come to media, I will tell them that, look, I don't know anything about media. I don't know anything about media. But if it is law and diplomacy, I am an expert in that area. That's what I studied. I did law and diplomacy and management policy and strategies. So I'm an expert in strategic thinking.
Right.
I said, this is my area. But media and all those things you do, I don't understand them. So I agree with you. Synergy. Every person doing what he is skilled to do.
Exactly.
You are perfectly in order. I agree with you totally. This is how it should be. All of us are important. Every person is important. But do the things that God has called you to do. The thing you have talent to do.
Yeah.
Okay. Fine. Our roadmap is yielding fruit now. You know, the issue is we want independence. But what is the strategy to getting that independence? There are three strategies. It's either war, military method, or judicial method, or political method. That is legal method consisting of judicial, political, and diplomatic.
Right.
Or military method, which is war, violence. Which one do you want? Now, nobody wants war. Except the youth that say war, that you can't get it by dialogue or you can't get it by diplomacy or politics or law. But I believe we can achieve it by legal method.
Right.
Okay, fine. How do we go about legal method? As this case is in court, which has given us judicial immunity, we can do anything we want to do in Nigeria now. Nobody will arrest you because you are Biafran or advocating for Biafra. Then what do we do? So we now activated the political aspect of the struggle. What we did now was to form a political party which we call UPP and made it a Biafran National Party. What we now want to do is all the Biafran activists, for instance, Nnamdi Kanu now, or Uchemefo, or any of them who are Biafran active, call die-hard Biafran activists now.
Yeah.
All of them. We will use them now and fill up the state houses, the House of Assembly, in the East. I'm not talking of Abuja. We don't want Abuja now.
Yeah. Azatagodo Alan.
Azatagodo Alan. So if we put people hardcore, die-hard Biafrans now as Biafran governors in the Biafran states, all the states in the East, and then take the legislators, the houses of assembly members, Biafrans, put them in the House of Assembly. Then me, I'm a lawyer. All I'll do now, I'll prepare all the papers, the bills, and then push the bill, and they will pass the Biafran bill into law in the region first.
Yeah.
Regional law first, regional Biafran government first. It's like It's like creating Biafra now as a regional bloc. Then Biafrans will now be ruling Biafra land. I don't mean Abuja politicians, call Biafrans. Then, with the state law, fortunately for us, the Nigerian constitution has given the states power to make laws. And many people don't know that they can make laws creating Biafra as a regional government. We are not yet seceding or not yet secession.
Yeah. But we can make our own laws.
Yeah, but we now have a Biafra now. We can now make our own laws now. Then the next stage will be set of referendum to pull out or not to pull out. That's the next stage after getting Biafra first within Nigeria. Very easy.
When you say making laws, how do you interpret it? What kind of law can we make? Can we have our own security system?
Yes, at this stage. We can at this stage now. The only law we can make now is to govern ourselves as Biafrans within Nigeria first. Not law of secession yet.
Yeah.
So the first stage is to make law to create Biafra within Nigeria. Just pass the customary government of Biafra law now and start governing the whole East as Biafra. Then our region will now have what is called balance of power in international politics. So now, we now have balance of power where all the houses of assembly members, the governors are all Biafran activists. We can now go into real power manipulation and arm twisting with federal government.
Yeah.
Then that is the time we can now move the next level of whether we now want to pull out entirely from Nigeria or stay in Nigeria. That's the time of referendum. And it is Nigeria, it is Biafrans now that will vote whether to remain and govern themselves within Nigeria as Biafrans or pull out, just as Scotland is doing.
Yeah.
So we have not even got to the stage of being like Scotland yet. We have not created Biafra yet. So let us create Biafra now. Let's put our men in power in the houses of assembly to pass Biafran bill into law.
Okay.
And nobody is stopping us. Yes, outside people are not stopping us from doing that. Yoruba are not stopping us from doing that. Then what is stopping us?
We are holding ourselves.
We can stop ourselves.
It's terrible. Oh. What is holding us now?
I don't think it's just we stopping ourselves. You know? One adage said that which makes the he-goat to smell is located within the inner perimeter of its body.
This is terrible. I'm surprised. This is terrible because we cannot create Biafra within Biafra land now and govern ourselves. Chase away all these outside politicians they imposed upon us.
Koracha then will disappear.
Chase away. Do you know someone like Nnamdi Kanu, people like him now, they take over as governors in all parts of Biafra land. Then what else?
It's finished. The game is over.
All parts of Biafra land. Yes, go ahead.
What is your relationship? What is your relationship with the? Is it the? What is it called?
Council of Elders.
The elders. Yeah, Council of Elders. What is your relationship, and how do you have anything to do with them?
Yes, I have good relationship with them. Unless I don't know whether any one of them has any. I gather them together. Yes, to sign the paper that. Yeah, because when I filed that case, the first question Nigerian government asked was, "Who sent you? Who is behind the Biafran struggle?"
Okay.
Good. So that was when the elders now authorized. There is a paper, a power of attorney, which the elders authorized, signed, authorizing the human rights organization to file a case on behalf of Biafra against Nigerian government.
Okay.
Yeah, so I gathered
So
them all
you're
together.
still with them now?
Yes, I'm still with them.
Okay.
Well, I'm with them like I'm an advisor to them. That's what I'm with them like their advisor.
As an advisor, yeah.
That's
So what? Because is there anything we can do to make you work with Kano?
Kano
Is there
does not
anything
believe. No, yeah, if
reach
you
that
think,
guy?
yeah, if there's anything you can do, you can. You go ahead and do. But Kano does not believe in the authority of the customary government headed by the Supreme Council of Elders. He believes in what he called command and control. That he is the supreme leader of Biafra. That's the problem.
So that's the problem. That problem is what is the root now.
That is the problem. He believes in what they
We
call command and
cannot
control.
solve it. So, is there any means of bringing him in table with the elders and your opinion and your disciples, so that we can really, have one forum and
That is
pursue
for
the
him
same
to
thing?
agree. For him to agree, you must make him the leader of Biafra, the leader of the elders. You must
There was
make
one.
you must make Nnamdi Kanu the
there's-
leader of the elders, the leader of Biafra, for him to agree.
There's something I watched one time where he made a comment. Like he posted something, but he didn't show himself. His voice was saying it, that he is not in control of the IPOB. Everything should go through the
That
Council of
was that
Elders.
was
That
2000
was
and
in
something.
2000 and that was 2000 and when he was still with us.
Oh, so someone repeated it
Yeah,
after he came out from prison.
yes,
No,
replay.
no, it was the broadcast he made. He made that broadcast in 2013.
Okay.
He made the broadcast in 2013 when he was still humble. And was still, in fact, he was the Nnamdi Kanu I used to know in those days.
Right.
Whatever entered into him, I don't know, but he changed.
Because I heard it a week after he was released.
Okay, I think what happened was some people who went and replayed the old broadcast.
Okay.
To show his new disciples what the original foundation was.
Okay. Okay.
So for now, he is the supreme leader. That's what they call him.
But he doesn't share your views.
No, he doesn't believe in legal method. He doesn't.
So he does not believe in legal method. What is his own? What is actually? Does he have arms to fight right now?
Yeah, he says that you cannot get it by legal method. It must be by violence. That's what he said.
I wish I'm in Nigeria. I will just find out where he is. So
You can call him now. Call him. Call his. They'll give him. Call his deputy or so. They'll give you his number. You call him and talk to him. Say he doesn't believe in legal method. So me now, I'm not a military man. I have not shot any gun before.
And I'm not ready for Hausa Catholic area to possess my family property.
Well, some people say you can also use that military in the war to do it. I said, okay.
Do we have military?
Let them start.
We have no military. We have nothing. Eastern region still remain as it is since after the war. Federal government is not even investing on that area. See tomorrow.
I don't know whether they have arms. So I don't know, because the way they were talking that time, they said they had got some arms. They had got equipment. They will wipe out the zoo. They will wipe out zoo.
Okay. How many of them have I tried to interview directly. They are not ready to answer you anything in a different platform except on their own platform. If you say that you are open for the whole Biafran, then anything any Biafran is doing, you can, if he invite you to a studio or ask for request for interview, you should grant it and answer the questions as this our brother now is asking you, barrister, and you are
Yeah.
explaining everything. You will never
No,
ever get anybody from Radio Biafra. I'm not against them, but I'm saying the fact. You can't get them on any platform. You cannot interview them. You will not ask them questions. If you raise it, your phone will go off and they will say it's a
no, I
technical
don't
issue.
blame them. Oh. No, I don't blame them. Listen, since they said they don't believe in legal method, they believe in the military or the violent aspect method, that you can't get it by legal method, then that means there are certain things they cannot disclose in the open.
That's what the normally says. Everything is
Yes,
secret.
now. Yes, so if that is
Since
the case,
since
that's why I
since
said it's possible they are
yeah,
prepared, though. It's possible they
since
are prepared.
since 2008, we have seen how many Hausa have fallen after killing all our children in Eastern region.
It's possible they are prepared because I don't
Which
know now.
preparation? Which you are preparing? You are trying to fold your trouser to fight while you have lost all your teeth. If half of our youth have been killed in Eastern region and you are still preparing for war, why should you fool your people into such a mess? That's my question.
Well,
Yeah, for me, common sense. I'm not a prophet, but common sense tells me he's not. He has no preparation as regards
well,
to war.
I agree with. Well, somehow I tend to believe with you because 2 weeks ago, or 3 weeks ago, the youth in Aba who
Yeah,
were with him, who were his members, they left him and followed us and followed our own group and said that Nnamdi Kanu, he deceived them, that they have been killed and butchered and massacred, and they thought that there were guns or something to defend them, and nobody defended them, and they have all been killed like that. So they all joined us. In fact, the mobbing, they said they like this method we are using.
right.
So that's when I started having a kind of glimpse that it's possible that they didn't have arms to fight back. No, I started thinking that it's possible they didn't have arms to fight back. But
Oh, as a matter of fact, anything fighting at this point in time is like someone committing suicide, and I don't think anybody in a reasonable sense will want to go into a fight with Nigerian military when we
My
don't even have
my
our
brother, my brother, why should we fight?
own.
Ojukwu says when they interviewed him, if he will, in any condition, go back to war, he said that he will not fight again because our people failed to learn from the past war. And during that time that they fight that war, my brother, the only option the Easterners has that time is to fight that war. But today, there are thousands of doors and windows. There are loopholes
Yeah,
in
there are
Nigerian
so many.
constitution.
yeah, yes, you're right. You're right.
Why must we go to
Referendum.
war? Are we stupid?
Yeah.
Are we non-entity? Why don't we use the legal procedure that the Northerners use and establish the Sharia government in the North and establish our own in the East? They will not insult any Hausa man. They will not go after any Yoruba man nor any of their occupiers. They will go after every Biafran group or any other person who says the truth. They will thunder, will fire you. God will destroy you. All
Mhm.
sorts of nonsense.
Yeah,
Well,
Come
well,
under the platform that has the strategy to get something. My brother, you have listened to this barrister now.
yeah. I'm
We
so
have
glad.
3 seats in United
Yeah,
Nations and they are moving forward. Okay, last week somebody called in and said that people in the north are registering for election for their voters card and they are getting
yeah.
everything freely. In the west, the same thing. Coming to east, the INEC was demanding our great grandmothers and our old men passport, international passport.
How many people has passport in Nigeria?
That's the question. Did this Radio Biafra and their group go and fight INEC? This barrister had it last week and he requested that he need fund Let somebody buy ticket for him and his hotel. Let him go and file in that document. That will he mentioned something, one law they mentioned, you know.
Yeah.
But this week now, today, Barrister have said that form is already under INEC. This thing, have already filed it in, to show you that he wants things to be start moving. He's doing things. He start doing things before telling us. Not this one's broadcasting and nothing is happening. Today, I asked him, Barrister, why is it that when two people send goods to Nigeria, one will go to Lagos, one will go to Port Harcourt. The one in Lagos will take 3 hours to clear, while in Port Harcourt it will take them 3 good months to clear the goods. And Barrister says, if somebody will volunteer to pay my flight ticket and I get a hotel where I will relax, I will go after that case. I know what to do. My brother, is it not somebody talking?
It is. And I think all these things are part of the things that are wrapped up in Biafrans' agitations. The moment we establish his first point of having ourselves together, then every other things will now follow. There are so many things to be addressed.
Yes.
You know, so many things to be addressed. And you see, I like this forum, even in as much as most people does not buy it. That is even how the Hausa Fulanis are dealing with us. They use their Sharia law in everything they do. There's one thing in Sharia where in the law you can swear with the Quran in as much as your intention is to promote Islam. You can swear with the Quran and you tell
Buhari did it now. Buhari did it.
So, and they also have this, I don't know what they call it, I think Qadiyya or something. It's a treaty, like a treaty. Even the Prophet did it. He signed a treaty before he went back to Mecca.
Yes.
The people of Mecca, that he's not going to fight, that he's coming in as a peacemaker. So he signed a treaty with them for 10 years. But he did not complete that 10 years. In 2 years, he was using 2 years to prepare his army and his gospel. Within 2 years, he conquered Mecca.
Yes.
That doesn't make him not to be a prophet. I see it as a common sense, but they have it in their Sharia. So long as your intention is to promote Islam.
Exactly.
Anything. And get your mission that Allah will protect you.
So, my brother, I would like to have your email address since you are in the US. And if things work out well and you are interested, maybe forward your details to United Nations if you will be a good candidate for Biafrans there.
Thank you. Okwagula.
Yeah, there are so many things we can do together. Because there's been a long time I wanted to, be part of this. But I see it so many factions. People say this, people say that. Now I don't want to come in and be like the old soldiers of Nigerians. How you do things and people pull you from here, At the end of the day, you're left stranded. That's why I want to take my time and know exactly the root of everything. When you mention someone's name, I know, okay, this is the person. I can make research about this person. I know, how did you start? What is your intention? Where did you get your vision from? What is motivating you? What is your motivation factor?
Yes.
What makes you to do what you do? Like me, I'm also a student of comparative religion.
Wow.
Anybody can talk to me. I can go to any mosque. I can go to any temple. I can go to any church, but I'm a Christian.
Yes.
I don't move my faith. I believe in Christ. He's my Lord and Savior.
That's wonderful. So you must be an expert in apologetics.
I can go to the mosque and we talk, and I follow your principles. I know what you're doing. I want to know, why are you doing what you're doing? Why do you think you are the best?
Exactly.
Why do you think I should follow you and worship Allah? Yeah. And I tell you about Christ, you say you will not follow. I want to know why. Give me your reasons. I can stay with any kind of human being, in as long as I know my stand. I know what I believe in. I know what I am fighting for. So that is why I am a kind of, not being.
You are a material for Biafra. You are a material. From what you said now, For you to be a student of comparative religion, that is, you are strong in what you believe. Because it's not every person. Yeah, I did comparative religion when I was studying theology. You know, in fact, I majored in apologetics.
Okay, yeah.
Apologetics. So, for you to be, that means you are strong, because you really need to know who you are and what you believe to be able to even defend what you believe.
Exactly.
So that's okay. That's okay. It's good that God is bringing all of us together to play different roles. It's all right. I'm happy to have had you, my brother. Please
Thank you very much.
let this communication continue. If I can get your email, that would be wonderful, so we can continue to communicate even privately.
Yeah, I will text you to what's your name, brother?
Zebedee.
Zebedee.
Yes.
If there's a way I can send it to you,
You are now on my Skype contact. You can write it. It's in private.
Okay. Yeah.
Wow, barrister. You said 90 minutes.
Yes, I have to go and eat. You should leave me now so I can go and eat.
Barrister said today, I will not talk more than 90 minutes.
I spent almost 3 hours.
Today. Yes. Oh, my brother, I'm very happy that you called in today, you know, as you promised. You really keep your promise. Thank you for that.
Yeah, I was driving. I just have to park once. I said, "Oh, it's almost 2:30." So that's the noise you're hearing is my car.
I know that you are driving, you know.
Okay, it is 2:30 in America.
Right now is 3:44.
Okay, and now it's 9:44 here, so it's 6 hours different. We're almost 9:44 to 10 in England.
We are now 10:44.
Okay, 1 hour difference.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, coordinator of this moderator, what are you going to keep us here? Or are you going to ask?
No, my brother, I will say that thank you very much for calling in. And I will be waiting for your email or any message that you will drop. So
Yeah,
that I will you
send
may
it to
maybe you are seeing the name of Barrister too. You may add him directly to your contact. It's possible, so that you'll be able to interact with him directly. It must not pass through me. You know, you can add him and interact directly. My fellow Biafrans all over the world listening into this message, today is a very special day. You know, you have to believe on this organization, Supreme Council of Elders, believe human rights and mobbing. All the things that we touched today, Barrister is already working on it. He's working on it and he's not waiting until you started supporting him as he's requesting for. But we still need your support. We still need your help. In any angle, write us privately. Hello? Write to us privately or anyhow as you want it. But we need your support. Barrister sent us last time. He gave us the account number. I got to embed that account number so that people, if you would like to pay in or transfer anything in London or Nigeria, maybe you have money in Naira, you may pay it to the account so that they will be able to continue the struggle and make the life a little bit easier for those who are doing things on the ground.
Okay.
You know, this platform now, Miro African Television, I dedicated this thing to Barrister because I believe in him. To see that the message will get to our people at the right time. God bless to all of you. Barrister, if you have any other thing to add to them, please do it now.
I'm only saying, may God bless all of us together, and may God help us to be united, to be in love, to work as one man, to have one mind, to work as a team towards our independence, our freedom. Like the Bible says, a house divided against itself cannot stand. So if we work together, knowing yes we can be different, we have like the hand is different from the eye is different from the leg is different from the mouth, but all of them are working for the good of the one body. So if we know this, unity in diversity, knowing that we have one common thing, we work together, I believe we shall get to the promised land by the grace of God. So my advice to all Biafrans is to be of one mind. Since we have got a structure on the ground, let us respect the structure we have on the ground, which Nigerian government is also respecting. How is it that the enemies are respecting us and why we are not respecting ourselves? That's not right. So let us respect our elders, respect one another, our brothers and sisters, and move forward as a team, and we shall get to the promised land. May God bless all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Barrister, and God bless all the Biafrans. I said today is one of the longest days on this our show. As you are seeing it, every day we are growing, we are not decreasing. It's adding day by day, and I pray that God will make the next one that we are going to host by next week Saturday, the same time, 7:30 German time, around 2 o'clock in United States. It depends on the city where you're living on. Please Google it to know where it is. And another thing you can do for me, subscribe to our channel so that you will get automatic notification as soon as we come live or anything is being shared under this channel. The only help you can do to this channel is to subscribe, like, comment, share the video, invite people to listen to the right area, the right way to follow. And other Biafran groups, wherever you are listening from, desist yourself from forming all these rebels. Come together under a platform. We have a culture as an African. We obey our elders. Today, we will not adopt only the system of the white men and drop our ancient religion, ancient belief. Let us go back to our origin. God bless all of you and bless me and my family. I say, live long. God will bless Biafrans wherever they find themselves.
Amen.
Bless everything that you are doing. Bless your going out and coming in. I said, if one door closed, God got to open 10 doors for you.
Amen.
The enemies will be at the back, you will be at the front. The enemy will come at the front, you will be at the back. They will never see you. And whenever they see you, Igbo says, nothing will happen to Umu Biafra.
Amen.
Unu bi ogologo ndụ n'aha Jesus.
Amen.